What is up, everybody? I just hit the live button. We are on right now live. And guys and gals, as people are piling in here, there's already a bunch of people in here doing what I usually ask. Awesome. Let me know where you're calling in from. Let me know if you're an agent or an investor or what we call as a hybrid, which is both. I'll call you guys out here. And guys, there's some good questions in here. This workshop is for anybody looking to get motivated house sellers, motivated buyers, and it works amazing for both investors and agents. And we'll walk through how this is. And it's based off of actual data, y'all. This isn't based off of conjecture. It's not based off of, hey, we learned something from somebody else. It's based off of over 400,000 leads in 1 year alone, and how it's going to be able to help you guys get off that marketing hamster wheel finally this year and really step into more consistent evergreen marketing. What's up? We've got Kevin from Dallas. Awesome. Amazing. We've got another Kevin, another Kevin or Ken, amazing from San Antonio. We've got amazing people here as well. Land. Okay, guys, this is going to work for land really, really good as well. Okay, it's going to work amazing for land. It's going to work for any piece of real estate that people are looking to sell. You can find those leads in an amazing way. What's up from Bow, Seattle? We've got Canada up here. We have amazing investors and agents up in Canada crushing with this. Michigan, Tennessee. What's up? Thomas and Jackson, amazing. This is for both investors and realtors. Great question. Guys, keep on piling in. Where are you calling in from? Are you an investor or an agent or what we call a hybrid, which is both? What's up, Oscar? How you doing, man? Adrian says, let's make this money. I like it. Shout out from Baltimore, guys. So we've got people from all over the place. So what we're going to do is we're going to dive in this workshop here. Let me share up my screen. This workshop, y'all, is really aimed to be an action-oriented workshop. Okay, I'm going to be walking through the first thing I'm going to be walking through is the mindset shift. Okay, whenever I teach things here at Carrot with my team, or when I teach it to our clients here, I always talk about three things. I say we have to first nail the vision. Okay, if I just teach you tactics all day long and give you a bunch of tactical and we don't connect the vision and the strategy, the tactics won't work for the long term. So we're going to talk vision first. What's changing in the industry and why is marketing changing with it? Then we're going to talk strategy and we're going to make our mindset shift around the strategy. Okay, so let me share this screen up here. We're going to make our mindset shift around the strategy. Okay, and the strategy, the big part of it with the strategy is it kind of guides you through the what we need to do, the tactics, or how we need to do it. So we're going to go from vision, strategy, tactics, have you guys leave this call with an action plan to be able to go out there and get more consistent, predictable leads. So without further ado, we're just going to dive in. And we're going to be talking about how to attract more motivated prospects, primarily motivated sellers in a market where it's really hard to get sellers for some people. By flipping your marketing to what we call evergreen marketing, without cold calling, direct mail, Zillow, and marketing that's burning you out. I was just talking with one of our clients, Trayvon. He pinged me yesterday on Facebook Messenger, and he said, Trevor, I got my first organic SEO deal. It was a $20,000 profit deal. He said it's the easiest one that he'd ever closed. And at the end of it, he said, my cold calling is starting to get harder. SMS, text message marketing is starting to phase out. And he said he's wanting to really shift into the marketing we're going to be teaching today to make it more evergreen. So you don't always have to shift as the marketing methods shift. And this is from actual data, y'all. Actual data of over 450,000 house and land sellers, buyers over the past 12 months or so. Okay. So you're at the right place, y'all. If you're a real estate agent or an investor, mainly wholesalers, flippers, creative finance investors. Mr. Pace Morby, who many of you guys and gals might know, A&E, he's one of our customers, or both, a hybrid. We have a lot of our clients who are doing both, and that's what we're really trying to drive in the industry is the two sides coming together to serve our clients better and actually creates a better business for you. You're at the right place, y'all. If you see the impending changes in the market, Zillow coming in and iBuying, then going out, and are they going to come back in later? And what's happening with the other iBuyers? And I read a stat the other day that there's more active real estate agents than there are houses right now for sale, and other things like that. So there's a lot of changes in the market. How do we adjust our marketing and grow our income while getting more freedom in the business? Like, how do we stop buying leads if we want to and really scale it up with marketing that's more perpetual? And you're at the right place if you've realized that the normal ways of marketing, cold calling, posting on social media, if you're an agent, if you're an investor, cold calling is a big one as well. And it's keeping you on the continual marketing hamster when you want to get off of that in 2022. You're at the right place. Okay. So the first kind of thing I want everyone to think about is this. And I had to picture this myself about 7 or 8 years ago. And I want to ask you guys, do you ever feel like this? Do you feel like that hamster who's on the darn hamster wheel? You're working your butt off. Oh, shows no sound. Hey, Carrot team. Can you guys check and see? It looks like Dave. I want to pop through really quick. Can you guys, the rest of you all hear me? Awesome. Might be on your end there, Dave. If you guys ever feel like this, where you're doing the marketing, you're out there doing the cold calling, doing the direct mail, knocking on doors, doing open houses if you're an agent, driving for dollars, which is an amazing, amazing marketing method. And you're going, man, it works amazingly well while I'm on this hamster wheel, but I get tired. It's wearing me out. And then I eventually get tossed off the hamster wheel. Then I got to get back in. Guys, let me know if any of you guys ever feel like this, or if you're feeling like it right now. If you feel like this hamster spinning a million miles a minute, getting tossed off, and you got to get back on the thing. Well, if you do, pop it through the comments box. And that's exactly what I want to kind of walk you through today. Okay. So anytime in business or life, there's something called the gap. And I'm going to go mindset on you guys here for a few minutes. Okay. A little bit of mindset. There's something called the gap. The gap is essentially that vision for where we want to go. Okay. It's for me, it was freedom. I wanted freedom from and in my business. I wanted a business that created flexibility. So it wasn't tying me to the business. I wanted to really finally create an impact because I was working my butt off so hard being on that darn hamster wheel that I didn't have the time to then go and actually make the impact in the community that I wanted to. I'd actually be leaving the crumbs for my family when I got home because I was always on this hamster wheel. Okay. I wanted momentum, happiness. I want to be focused. And that's the gap. That's where we might want to be. That's my vision. Okay. Then there's where we are currently right now, which is you might be on the hamster wheel. You might be getting wore out. You might be making money even, but you're going, man, I don't really see the vision 3, 4, 5, 10 years out, how I can finally actually step back and get freedom. Well, there's the path to freedom from where you are to where you want to be. And the big thing for me, I'm going to be walking through, guys, is the main change I had to make was my marketing. The marketing was the thing that unlocked things for me finally. And the marketing that we're going to be talking about on today's call, it's not just marketing that works in one market or doesn't work in these other markets. It's not marketing that just works for agents or investors. It's marketing that works for anyone who's looking for motivated seller leads, motivated buyer leads, and you want to get in front of the most hungry, the highest converting, the most motivated leads. Okay. This is a screenshot from our Google Analytics account from our clients' websites. And that little orange bar over there is a bar that's going to be diving into the exact type of marketing we're going to talk today. That orange bar shows conversions. And you can see 451,620 leads that were converted in this period of time. It was about a year's period of time. Okay. The majority of those leads, those 451,000 leads are sellers. Okay. The vast majority of those are sellers. And the number 2 by traffic volume source of those sellers, but the number 1 by lead conversion is what we call organic. And we're going to show you guys how to get in front of that flood of the most motivated sellers and buyers in a predictable way so you guys can step off that hamster wheel. We ran a study. This is about 3 or 4 months ago. We surveyed a bunch of our clients here at Carrot, and we got hundreds of responses back. And this is the data that they reported back. We asked the question, what's your lead to deal conversion rate as an investor or an agent? What's your lead to deal conversion rate for sellers with the Carrot methods, what we're going to be teaching today, versus your other marketing methods? And 8.2% lead to deal conversion rate, about 1 in 10 or so, is what they reported with the marketing we're going to be teaching you guys today. 1.11% lead to deal conversion rate is what they reported over there, which means they need 100 leads approximately to get a deal in their other types of marketing methods. Over here, it's about 10. Okay, guys, you can work way smarter, way less harder, and earn more income. Now let's look at the next part of it. The coolest part of this is the average value per deal with the marketing we're going to be teaching you guys today, because the best prospects are coming to you versus you having to go to them, is $23,089.26. Okay, the other marketing methods that they were using, direct mail, cold calling, other ones, on average netted them $9,159.11. Okay, that's over 2 times higher, over $13,900 in extra profit per deal. Okay, the average value per lead, meaning for every lead they generate, on average, just about how much revenue it turns into, is $1,800 with the methods we're going to be teaching today, $102 in the others. Guys, can you imagine the advantage? Can you guys imagine the advantage that you get when you guys are leveraging this type of marketing. You can attract fewer leads and close more deals, fewer leads and make more income, fewer bad quality leads to sift through, which means when you have a lot of low quality leads to sift through, you have to have a staff to do it, or you have to spend all your time to do it. Okay, so we're going to be talking about how to get off that darn hamster wheel, not just more consistent traffic, but the highest quality types of leads you can imagine. So let's kind of take it to the next level. So as we're talking vision here and we're going into strategy, there's something that I started to look at many years ago, and I'll introduce myself here in a second, y'all. For those of you who are new to the Carrot community, let me know in the comments box, guys, who is new to the Carrot community, and this is your first time with us. Pop in the comments box if you are new. Let me know that you're new. If you're in the Carrot community already, let me know that as well. Hey, I'm a Carrot customer. If you closed the deal recently, let us know in the comments box. We'll celebrate the heck out of it. So as I was starting to learn more on marketing over the past decade, 10, 15 years, I've done it all. I've done direct mail. I've done cold calling. I've knocked on doors for all different types of industries, not just real estate, and other ones as well. And then there's a dynamic that I found that if you're trying to build a business of freedom and impact, not just a business that makes money and traps you, that we have to look at our marketing in two variables. We have to say what marketing gives us the highest leverage and what marketing actually converts the highest. When we can find marketing that gives us high leverage and high conversion, that's kind of like that holy grail where we get the best bang for our buck and we spend less time building our business. When we're using marketing that's low leverage, low conversion, that's the hamster wheel. That's where we might be making some good money, but we're hustling our butts off to do it and probably wearing ourselves out. Okay, awesome. Bunch of new people to Carrot. I love it. Amazing. What's up, Adam? Great. Amazing bunch of people on here. So we're gonna dive into this. So high conversion, low leverage, one-on-one selling, door knocking, open houses, things like that. Guys, it works amazingly well. Okay, when you're one-on-one selling someone, you're at the coffee shop talking to them, you're knocking on doors, you're at the open house physically in front of that person. That's probably going to be among the highest converting types of marketing you can do. The problem with it is it's low leverage. There's only so much time you have to be able to go do those things, to be able to go to events, to be able to knock on doors, to be able to even physically pick up phones and call. Okay. Now that's low leverage. I'm not saying not to do it. That might be something that you do in the early days. If you have a very low budget, you're going to hustle your butt off to get momentum. But as soon as you start to get some income coming in, we need to start investing towards higher leverage ideas. Okay. So a higher leverage type of marketing, email marketing, social media, radio, TV. I was just talking with a buddy of mine who's a Carrot member as well. He's down in Arizona. He's investing up here in Oregon, and he just locked up a deal with his TV commercials. Works really, really good, right? But you're going to sift through hundreds of leads sometimes in order to get that deal because you're casting a really wide net. So it's low conversion, but high leverage. So you should find some ways to work that into your business. If you use marketing that's low leverage, high conversion, or high leverage, low conversion, what happens? You have to have a staff now, right? You have to have a staff or use all of your time to be able to field those calls of unqualified people, sift through them, and then leverage an amazing system like an investor fuse or something like that to be able to manage those leads. Now, down here in the death zone is cold calling and SMS. Now, people might be asking, why is this the death zone? Cold calling works amazingly well. You say not to use that? No, guys, I'm not saying not to do that at all. Cold calling works great. SMS, text message marketing is moving towards the death zone because it's starting to be phased out technology wise and legally. So if you've been relying on text message marketing, you're going to start to have that rug pulled out from underneath you, and you're going to have to build a solid foundation of marketing that's not going to go away anytime soon. Okay, so it's low leverage, low conversion because someone physically has to pick up a phone. They have to call. And because you're casting a really, really wide net of people with your best guess that might have some motivation, you have to call a lot of people to get people who are halfway interested. And then you might be 60, 70 leads that are someone who might even be considered to sell their house before it turns into a deal. So you have to scale up a cold calling team, the whole thing. Guys, once again, cold calling works great. Not saying to not do it. Those ones on the left, guys, is how we cast a wide net and grow a big audience. Okay, but then this up here is where we get the highest profits. This is where we get the easiest deals, the best ones to drive through on. We were talking with the client the other day. They're the largest home buyer and a real estate brokerage of about 200 agents in Baltimore. And I'm just going to pull up this set of notes on my end over here. And we were talking about how their marketing was in 2021. And I'm just going to verbalize this to you. I've got my notes pulled up on my end. He said 2021 results were this. He spent $23,000 doing the marketing I'm going to be teaching you guys today. Got 166 seller leads, locked down 17 deals. So that's almost exactly 1 in 10 of those leads turn into a deal. Just under $700,000 in gross profit generated, y'all. Okay. $700,000 from a $23,000 investment. He's in year 3 of the execution of this plan, and it gets better and better and better. Okay. So we're going to be teaching you guys how this happens. Online evergreen content, when we get content in front of the most motivated prospects who are already going to their cell phones, they're already going to the computers, they're searching up things that we're going to be showing you guys how to get in front of them later in this workshop. They're getting in front of you. They're choosing to work with you because you have built trust and authority with them the way that we're going to teach you to do it on this workshop. Those are the most motivated prospects. They're the best deals. And COVID has only accelerated this trend, y'all. COVID has only made this even better. Because if you can picture, people are more adapted to sitting on their computers or sitting in their house, searching for solutions to their problems without having to leave their house. Okay, and these are the people who are actively trying to solve the problem. They're not people who are thinking, oh, maybe I might want to solve this. Okay, so what the heck is evergreen marketing, y'all? What the heck is evergreen marketing, guys? As we're going, you can ask questions. I'll answer questions at the end of the call. Okay, I can't get to all the questions, but we'll answer some of the questions at the end of the call. But what is evergreen marketing? So the definition of the actual word evergreen is retaining freshness or interest, perennial. It's universally and continually relevant. Okay, not limited in applicability to a particular event or date. Meaning, I do the thing once and it happens and it works over and over again. In marketing terms, you do marketing one time and it works for years, not hours, not days or weeks. Okay. Content that's relevant for a long time that serves your best prospects and gets in front of them where they're searching online. Okay. Results grow momentum over time. That's kind of where freedom comes from. So if you're a real estate agent, as an example, and you're on this workshop with me today, and you find yourself posting 3, 4, 5 times a day on social media to continually stay on that hamster wheel to stay in front of people, that's the opposite of evergreen marketing, but it works. So I'm not saying not to do it. I'm just saying recognize the cost that has on your time and freedom, and then start to really intentionally shift that mindset this year into thinking about how do we get off of that hamster wheel more and more and build more freedom into my business. Okay, so the opposite of that is hamster wheel marketing. And just like this little guy down on the bottom right, the definition of a hamster wheel is any situation that seems to be endlessly without goal or achievement. How many of you guys and gals in this workshop can relate to that? How many of you guys on this workshop can relate to that? Go, oh my gosh, yeah, my business right now, I'm making some money, but you know what? I can't see the end in sight when it's going to finally shift and give me the freedom that I was hoping. Or, you know what? My marketing is working, but you know what? I do feel like that. I feel like I just continually have to do this over and over again. I'm not building something. I'm not building momentum. I'm not building this asset that I could eventually step back and have that asset do the work for me. I feel like I'm doing the work for it. I work for my business. It doesn't work for me. Let me know in the comments box if anyone feels that way. Okay, so in marketing terms, it's any marketing that works for a short period of time after you do it. It has a limited lifespan. Then you have to do it all over again to keep results coming in. Okay, this is cold calling. You do a bunch of cold calling. The second you stop cold calling, those results start to wane down. You got to pick it back up again. Once again, it works. Not saying not to do it. I'm saying recognize the cost that it has on the business, both in time, energy, low profit deals, lower motivated people, and you have to build a team to do that. Okay. Direct mail, it's the same. Posting on social media, it's the same. Open houses, they work amazingly great. But how many agents want to keep on doing that on a Saturday or Sunday? We've had so many real estate agents stop doing open houses completely because they don't have to find their sellers anymore. Okay. If you're an investor, we've had so many investors stop cold calling, stop doing direct mail because they're making as much or more money now with less work while they built up their evergreen marketing. Okay. With hamster wheel marketing, results stop when you stop. And that's stress. That's stressful. And this is kind of what it looks like in the actual act of hamster wheel marketing. Okay. The hamster wheel marketing is kind of this yellow line, the roller coaster, and then the evergreen marketing is where momentum is built. And the cool thing with hamster wheel marketing, y'all, like I almost always start with hamster wheel marketing. Okay. So I'm not ragging on it. I'm not saying we shouldn't do it. I'm saying recognize that's not where we get our freedom. Okay. Hamster wheel marketing is quick. It's immediate. Just like walking on that hamster wheel, it gives you immediate feedback. But then you want to go on vacation, or you get tired, or you get a bunch of business. Now you don't have time to go keep on doing the calls or sending out the direct mail. And then you stop it. and then your results go down. You're like, oh my gosh, shoot, I got to start this thing up again. Then you do, and then results come back up, and you're like pumping, and you're going, oh my gosh, I'm winning again. And then you get wore out. You get tired of cold calling or tired of posting on social media. You just want to take a break. And then you do, and then your leads in 3 weeks, in a month, in 4 months, your deals start to go down because of what you stopped doing 3-4 months ago. That is the hamster wheel syndrome. And then eventually I see a lot of people just getting burnt out on the business completely. Okay. On the flip side of that is, what if we instead start to build that foundation, which is what we're going to be teaching today? What if we started to build that foundation of Evergreen? It starts off slow. It's a slow burn at the start. You've got to have some faith in it. It's like working out. It's like getting healthy. You're not going to go to the gym one time and then bam, magically you feel that energy. You feel that vitality. No, it takes work, and it's hard work. But once you get going around that 6-month mark, 8-month mark, 12-month mark, then that's where momentum really starts to pick up, and that's where we get freedom. Okay, guys, just like this. So Tyler Ford, he's a real estate agent and an investor, EXP agent down in Tucson, but he also closes somewhere between 3 to 5 houses a month, 100% on Evergreen Marketing, the way that we're going to be teaching today. 100% leads coming to him through the internet, asking for him to buy their house, 3 to 5 every single month, like clockwork. Okay. And so before he moved over, he said he was closing out 1 in 25 leads into a deal. At this point, it was 1 in 18. Now it's even better today. So your lead to deal ratios are going to improve. Okay. And I'm going to ask you guys this question. What's just one lost deal worth to you? What's your average profit per deal? I want you to write it down. Later in this workshop, I'm going to be walking you through how to correctly go through and create your marketing budget the right way. So many people do it the wrong way. And in that, I'm going to be asking you what your average profit per deal is. So write that down on a piece of paper, or if you're somewhere where you can't, just internalize it. If it's 10K, it's 10K. If it's 20K, it's 20K. How many of those deals are you okay with losing this year from underperformance with your website, with your online marketing? How many of those leads and deals are you okay with losing, guys? Pop it in the comments box, and then let me know. So most coaches, brokerages, gurus teach this: to go post on social media 3 times a day, make 100 dials from farm your friends and family, send out 1,000 postcards a month, drive for dollars, and you'll make 6 figures. Guys, it works, but that's the exact way to actually stay on the hamster wheel and drive ourselves into the ground. Okay. If our dream, if that vision as an entrepreneur is freedom and impact, then how will that type of marketing ever get us there? Or will it just keep us on the perpetual hamster wheel until we burn out or quit? And that's what we want to help you guys prevent. So we're going to dive in. I'm going to show you guys here in a second the 3 parts we're going to dive in on this workshop. But first of all, I know we have a bunch of people who are new to the Carrot community. And I want to introduce myself really fast so you guys know who the heck I am. So my name is Trevor. I'm the CEO of a company called Carrot. And we work with about just shy of 8,000 real estate investors and agents that generate more motivated seller and buyer leads through the internet organically than any other system in the world. Okay. If you were to Google a phrase like sell my house fast, sell my house fast, insert whatever city that you're in, you're likely going to find 3, 4, 5, 6 Carrot sites ranking on page 1 in Google in your market. And you guys can do the same thing in your market. On the right side is my family. There's Colton, my boy. He's 9 now. It's Sydney, my little one, 7. She's our firecracker. She's crazy. And then McKinley, our oldest one over there. And then that's me and my wife at the lake cabin every summer. On the left side is my work family. We have 50 plus full-time employees here at Carrot to serve you guys. And so we're not a startup here that started a couple of years ago. We're a number of years into the business. And this is what we do every day, y'all. We dive into data and we help you guys pull out more deals more effectively. Now, my high-level story on how we ended up making this journey was previous to Carrot. I was in real estate, bought my first rental properties in 2004. Went into the motivated seller lead gen market, and then really started to go out there and help build businesses, both mine and other people's. And I remember vividly in 2010 or so, at the end of that year, I looked at my tax statement, and I remember looking at it and going, man, I made some good money this year. It was in the low 6 figures. But guys, I felt stressed every single month of the year. Every single month of the year, I felt stressed, even though I was earning multiple 6 figures a year. Okay, my tax statement showed I was successful financially, but stress-wise and personally, I never really could predict within a small variance where my leads or deals were going to come from that next month, where my business was going to come from next month, let alone 90 days out. And during that time, I said, there's got to be a different way, because I became an entrepreneur so that I could build a business of freedom and impact. I didn't build a business so it could trap me in my business and then have me wondering if I should just go get a job, if that's going to be easier or not. And I'm not sure if any of you guys can relate to that. And let me know in the comments box if you guys can. If you ever get to that spot where you're like, man, I don't know, I just sometimes feel like this business has trapped me more than a W-2 would, because I've been there. And so around that time, I started to really look at things and I said, well, something's got to change. Like something has to change. And this is the mindset shift I want you guys to make. Then we're going to dive into the marketing workshop portion of this. Okay. Is the big mindset shift. And if we don't make this mindset shift, none of this marketing stuff that I'm going to be walking through with you is going to work. Okay. None of the marketing stuff I'm going to walk you through is going to work unless we make a fundamental mindset shift in our businesses, in our lives. I sat there and I said, I want to make sure that this business serves me and those around me, not me serving it. I want to make sure that this business is consistent. I want to make sure that this business is actually building an asset. I want to make sure that this business is actually something I want to work in continually, not something I'm always trying to find a way out of. Okay. And so I sat down and wrote a list of all the things I didn't like about my business. And I found one of the best ways to find out what you do want in business and life is to write down a list of what you don't want. And you guys might even do that on this workshop today. Grab a piece of paper and write down the things that are stressing you out in your business. You're like, these I would love to change. And for mine, like I said, it was inconsistent. It was what I called a boom and bust income cycle. I'd do amazing 1 month, and then the next month I'd earn $3,000. 1 month, 100,000. The next month, 6,000. You can't plan on that. It's hard to hire employees on that. It's hard to go on big vacations when your business is that way and have freedom. The next thing was I was really scattered because of this dynamic, this boom and bust that was happening. I was always looking at new opportunities, and I was really spreading my focus thin. I wasn't building a long-term valuable asset. I hated the fact that I was just on this hamster wheel of income where I was just turning deals, and I wasn't building something that if I were to get hit by the proverbial bus, that my family could actually sell, or it would still supply them income. At that point, if I was gone, the income was gone, and that's stressful. So I sat down and wrote down my non-negotiables. I took that list of things I didn't like, and I said, what's the opposite of those things? And that's what I said are the things I do want to move forward in my business. This was in 2010, 11. And number one was singular focus on the big thing. I just want to focus on one business and growing it well. Have fun and have a big mission, I believe in at my core, like truly changing people's lives. Our mission here at Carrot is to help you guys build businesses of freedom and impact, because I know that small businesses like yours are what actually changes communities. But the two that are relevant to this workshop are, I wanted consistency and predictability in my business. I wanted to be able to have freedom, and you can't have freedom in your business without consistency and predictability. And then number four is I wanted to build a long-term valuable asset. When leads and deals are consistently coming my way, that's something that you could sell if you wanted to. So those non-negotiables really made that shift for me. I started to look at my marketing in the previous business, and I said, let me look at the marketing that's giving me the most consistent, most predictable results. And I was doing direct mail. We were doing joint ventures. We were doing all kinds of things that worked. They all worked, and they made us money. But I saw this one little line item in our marketing deal in our P&L that was marketing that we literally had done 2 to 3 years prior to that. We'd put up this content online 2 to 3 years before that, and we were still making money from it, but it was less than 10% of our overall income. And I said, what if I could just focus on that? What if I only focus on that as my foundation? And once I got really good at that, then I stacked other things on top of that. And that's when I really shifted into Evergreen Marketing. So I want to ask you guys the same question. Who's ready to really step into Evergreen Marketing? Who's really ready to commit to shifting into Evergreen Marketing this year to win back that freedom? Pop in the comments box, y'all. Then we're going to dig into step one of how to do that. But pop in the comments box if you guys see the vision, if you see this, the vision, the high level strategy of why Evergreen Marketing can truly change the business for you. Pop it in the comments box. I like it. Alpha says, let's go. We got a bunch of yeses. We got some this guys, and they're amazing guys. We're going to dive in now. Okay, so here's the 3 steps to attract more of your favorite clients by flipping your marketing to Evergreen this year. Secret number 1, y'all, is something called the 261 formula. This is a mindset shift on marketing, a fundamental shift on the way that we think about marketing. This has to happen in order for this to work for Evergreen Marketing success. Number 2 is why a normal website is not enough in 2022. Okay. Hal Carter, who's the biggest home buyer in Oklahoma City and owns a big real estate brokerage, how he added $20,000 a month in extra profits with no extra traffic, guys, literally no extra traffic. How he added $20,000 a month in extra profits by shifting from a fancy custom website to what we call an authority hub. And if you're a real estate agent, this is one I really want you to listen to. Guys, your social media profiles should never be the hub of your content. They should never be the hub of your content. If they are, you are like by nature buying into hamster wheel marketing, and you're not going to be able to get off of it until social media is not the hub of your content. We'll talk about how and why you make that shift. And then number 3, 2 ways Carrot can automate your evergreen content in under 20 minutes a week. Now, guys, this works for motivated sellers. It works for buyers. It works for tenants. It works for all of this, whether you're an investor or an agent. And we're going to dive right in. So secret number 1, y'all, the 261 formula for evergreen marketing success. And this is from Tyler Ford. I mentioned him a little bit ago. He's an investor and an agent. And here's the reality for most of the agents and investors. In a study that we found recently, over half say that they work the same hours or longer today than they did their first year in business. So pop in the comments box if this is something that you guys can relate to. What's up, Rich? Awesome, man. So let me know if that's something you guys can relate to. Number 2, of all the activities and practices the agents investors spend the most time on, marketing and advertising take the cake. 62% said they devote at least an hour a day to marketing themselves and their listings. This one specifically to agents. Okay. Next came prospecting, lead generation. 60% said they prospect on a daily basis, with more than a quarter, or 26%, devoting several hours a day to finding new leads. Because, guys, that's because it's hamster wheel marketing, right? Only 31% of agents spend more than $1,000 of marketing a year. This is a mindset shift I want you agents to make, because investors, when we're talking to investors, that number is flip-flop. Investors spend far, far more money, and they're more comfortable to invest in their marketing to get those sellers back. And so we're going to show you guys, both investors and agents, how to smartly do so to get really, really good ROIs in your marketing this year, even when it's a competitive market. Okay, 33% were able to support themselves and their families within the first year. 25% of them took 2 or more years. So that was kind of like Tyler's story. Okay, Tyler was a house flipper. He was rehabbing houses and a real estate agent for over 20 years. And then he literally sent an email one day a number of years ago, and he said, I'm about ready to give up real estate altogether, but I'm going to give it one last go. And Tyler vetted us. He researched the heck out of us. He drove all the way from Arizona up to Oregon. He spent an afternoon in the office, literally right here where I'm standing. And he made the same shift that you guys are going to be making today. I walked him through the exact same stuff that you guys are going to see today. And within about 6 months, he said this: my goal for the year was $200,000. Okay, after the first 3 months, my goal for the year was $200,000 in profits, and I've already almost surpassed that in the first quarter of the year. You were right when you said I wasn't thinking big enough, guys. The main shift he made was moving over from the fancy custom site to an authority hub that immediately converted more leads into deals, and then he started investing into evergreen marketing, like we're going to show. This is the result that ends up coming up. Okay, this is a screenshot from inside of a Carrot account where the leads come in and you can manage them. This is a screenshot of one of his Carrot motivated house seller websites. Then you can see leads are coming in from Google searches, Google search lead, Google search lead, Google search lead, Google search lead, 6 days ago, 6 days ago, 5 days ago, 3 days ago, 2 days ago. These are all sellers. These are all sellers looking to sell. And that's what the evergreen marketing shift starts to have. So Tyler came up with this thing called the 261 formula. And this is why it's really important. I want you guys to write this down, because I can teach you all the tactical stuff in the world. I can teach you every tactical thing, strategic thing, and I will on this call. But if we don't make the mindset shift, everything I'm going to be teaching in the back part of this call will not matter to you. Okay, with evergreen marketing, it takes time. Okay, just like with anything that is worthwhile. The 2 is, for the first 2 months, we're going to be working our butts off. Okay. And I know that's not an amazing sales pitch, right? You're going to work your butt off in the first 2 months. Okay. The first 2 months, you're going to be working your butt off. You're going to be setting up your authority hub. You're going to be moving from the traditional website to the authority hub. We're going to walk you through exactly what an authority hub looks like. We'll show you examples. We'll show you examples like these ones here. We'll show you an example like this agent one here in a second, all those leads that are coming in there. We're going to show you all these examples and exactly how to build these authority hubs here in a bit. Okay. But then around the 6-month mark is when you start to see your first trickle of results. Okay. 6 full months with evergreen marketing is when you start to see your first trickle of results. You might start to get your first, lead, and you get a lead every other week. And then it's maybe around every week you get one lead around that 6-month mark or so. Some people get results way quicker. Some get results way slower. Okay. And then around the 12-month mark, or the 1 year, is when things start to pop. Just like with anything that matters, you have to get momentum. Then once momentum hits, guys, that's when things start to take over. Okay. The second year of Evergreen Marketing, man, you're starting to see those 2, 3, 4, 5, 6x returns. The third year, the fourth year, just like that Maryland investor and agent, then you're going to start to see those 10, 15, 20, sometimes 30x returns in your marketing. But it takes sticking through the hard times first. Those first 6 months is when most people give up. The first 6 months is when people look around and go, oh my gosh, like I'm so tempted to get back on the hamster wheel because it worked. The cool thing about this mindset shift is while the results go up over time, your workload actually goes down over time. If you look at this dotted line right here, that's your hamster wheel workload. Your hamster wheel workload is never going to go down. It's always going to stay the same. Okay. It's always going to stay the same. You've either got to do it, you've got to plug an employee into it. But your workload with Evergreen Marketing, you're putting up the right content online in the right spots. And I'm not talking about Facebook and Instagram. That's where the workload goes down, freedom goes up, momentum goes up. Okay, guys. So here's what our top clients do. This is exactly what our top clients do, guys. This is the high level map here. Month 1 is launch your authority hub. And the next section, we're going to walk you through exactly how to launch that authority hub. Okay. And that's where we're going to be dialing the right credibility. In this market where it's crazy, crazy competitive, the credibility and the trust, guys, are the top 2 things we need to be doing with that authority hub. There's so many leads and deals that you guys and gals right now are losing and missing because you're missing a few elements on that website or the authority hub that are making them to go elsewhere. If you lose one deal a year from underperformance on your website and your average profit per deal is 10K, then you're losing $10,000 every single year because of these changes we're going to be teaching you. Okay, that's where we need to be putting our content. And then month 2, and then continue it. That's when I start to do what is called pay-per-click traffic. So many of you guys and gals, we don't want to wait 6, 8, 10, 12 months for the results to pick up. We want to get leads today, right? So I'm going to show you guys exactly how to get your sellers or buyers really quickly through Google Ads the correct way. Okay, especially real estate agents are taught the complete wrong way to generate motivated seller leads. And if you've done that before and you've put in a few $100 a month and you're like, man, it just doesn't work, it's because the way that the real estate agent industry teaches how to do that for sellers. It's fundamentally not the highest performing thing. For investors, you guys have been doing it well for a long time. We're going to show you guys how to do it the right way as well. Okay, that's where we might set up Facebook retargeting. That's where Google pay-per-click comes in to really get those first deals. And then around that time is when we're going to be doing the parts we're going to be teaching in step 3 of today's workshop, which is the evergreen content. Okay, guys, that's your location pages, video posts, which we'll teach you how to do today. And then the search engine optimization done as simply as we possibly can. And this is how it works. This is how it looks. So this is a screenshot from inside of the Carrot SEO tracker. Okay, the Carrot SEO tracker basically tracks. You can put in a keyword like this one here, sell my house fast, Seattle, Washington. And then it'll tell you where you're ranking in that, and it'll tell you how to get it higher. When he put in his ranking, that keyword, this is Keith Sant up in Tacoma, Washington. He was ranked on page 10. He started to do the work I'm going to be teaching you here today. It bounces around a lot. You're going to see a lot of just up and down swings in those first few months, okay, of SEO. And then right around that 6-month mark, you see it pop. Okay, it popped up there. This is him doing all the work we're going to be teaching today. He got the authority hub. He started to put the right content online, started to do the things we're going to teach. And then it popped. It was up on page 2. He kept on doing the work. Bam, up on page 1. Guys, still today, he's still ranked in the top few in Google on most of his keyword phrases in Seattle, Tacoma. And he closes between 8 and 10 deals every single month from Evergreen Marketing. All right, guys, this is what it looks like. 21 hours ago, Google search lead, sellers. A Google paid ad. 2 days ago, Google search lead, paid ad, Google search. Guys, that's the perfect mix of marketing to scale things up. Now, let me tell you a quick story with Brian Rockwell, and this is gonna lay out the plan even deeper here for you guys, okay? So once again, guys, this is needed before I teach tactics. I can teach tactics all day long, but we have to have the framework to put the tactics within, or otherwise we give up too early on it. So this is Brian Rockwell with his wife down in Dallas, Texas, one of the most competitive markets in the country. And he was a brand new investor. He was a school teacher for 13 years. He'd thought about getting into investing all 13 years. And then it was actually his wife who inspired him. She started a business using the internet. And he said, man, if she can build a business using the internet, I wonder if I can do that with real estate, because he didn't want to cold call. He didn't want to go out there and knock on doors. He didn't want to do those things. He's not an outgoing guy. Okay, he's a decently shy guy. So he dove in and he said, okay, this is an email he sent about 6 months in. He said 6 wholesale deals this month, if all goes through, $124,000 in total, 4 Google pay-per-click, 1 organic, 1 Facebook retargeting. I have closed the other 5 are under contract with the buyer, and the last one waiting on a buyer. Okay, the carrot system's rocking now, guys. This is what he did. So November is when he joined and started things up. Okay, he jumped into real estate in November after years of kind of really being scared to jump out there, right? He was limited by beliefs. He didn't have enough capital. What if I fail? Just the normal limiting beliefs people have, right? And so then right here, he closed his first deal in December. Now, here's the cool thing about this, guys. He closed his first deal, guys. He closed his first deal not from the internet. He closed his first deal from pure just hustling hamster wheel marketing. And that's what I honestly suggest for almost everybody is do anything you have to do to close that first deal to then pile that into marketing that can scale more. He did it from driving for dollars. Every single day he would go from his house to school where he taught, drove a different neighborhood. He'd write down the addresses that had rundown houses. He would go back home that night and write letters to those owners and see if they wanted to sell. Now you can do this a lot simpler today with a tool like Deal Machine for driving for dollars, but he got that first deal and he closed it and netted $8,000. Okay, now he had $8,000 and he said, I never want to do that again. I want to find out a way to get these sellers to come to me through the internet. So he said in January, I'm going to go all in online. He bought a training that we have called the 3 lead per day training that teaches the search engine optimization side. And he kind of treated it like a college course. That was his choice. He said, I'm just going to really treat this seriously. The opportunity is big enough. I'm going to step into it with focus. He worked a few hours a day in those first couple months and just implemented everything from it. But he also knew he wanted leads to come in more quickly. So he started a Google pay-per-click campaign in February. Okay, guys, so you can see this timeline. He started in November, got his first deal done in December by driving for dollars, took the money in, said, I'm going to go in online, got training, carved out the time to go through the training, decided he's going to do the SEO with our tool, and then he's going to hire someone to do Google pay-per-click to get leads coming in more quickly. Okay, now this is where things really started to change. In March, he sent this message and said, I became a believer in online marketing, did 3 wholesale deals, made $73,000, spent $7,300 to make the $73K. Okay, for every 15 leads, he got 1 turned into a deal. Here's the cool thing for real estate agents. If you're not a hybrid, guys, every single one of those deals he closed, he used an agent to sell, or the end buyer used an agent to sell to the end market. So what these investors are doing is actually creating inventory for agents to go sell in the retail market. It works for everybody. Seller gets an amazing solution. The investor gets to solve the problem and gets paid well. The house flipper, in this case, he's wholesaled them. They get a great property they can fix up, beautify a neighborhood. And the real estate agent at the end of the day gets to sell a house that's a higher value. And the end buyer gets a great house. He started Bing PPC, started refining the systems. Things are picking up. Guys, by the end of that period of time, that first 6 months of actually doing Google pay-per-click and SEO, he'd spent about $77,000 in ad spend. Okay. Now you guys are probably thinking, I don't have 77 grand to spend. He didn't either, guys. He didn't either. Okay. He did not have 77 grand to spend. He had $8,000 that he made from the first deal. And he said, I'm going to put all of this into scaling this up. And he used the method I'm going to show you guys here in a bit to calculate the correct budget. So he didn't give up too soon. The 77 grand, which was all house money, it didn't come out of his bank account, it came from the first deal and it just started spiraling. Brought in 35 wholesale deals, $455,000, and then a profit of $378,000. That year, guys, he had over $600,000 in gross profits in that business, 100% from what we're teaching today. And I wanted to walk you guys through that because that is the model. And we're going to show you guys exactly what that model looks like. His organic rankings then started to pick up. And then it started to kind of look like this. This is a screenshot of the analytics from his site. It started to pick up. And then the consistency looked like this. This is multiple years in his business. And this is the consistency that he's getting today, guys. He still closes deals every single month. And he leveraged that into buying apartment buildings now. And he just bought his first business as well. All started from hustling to get his first deal done and piling all that into online marketing and trusting the process to build Evergreen. Now, so many of you guys on this call are going to be tempted. Okay, guys, so many of you guys in this call are going to be tempted to get back on that hamster wheel in month 4 and month 6 and month 8 because results aren't picking up. And guys, I can tell you, if you put your head down for those first 6 months and work your butt off, it's either we work our butts off for the first 6 months to a year and have more freedom for the rest of your life, or we work our butts off for the next 15 to 20 years doing the current marketing that we're doing now. So is your current marketing building momentum or keeping you on the hamster wheel? I'll ask you guys this question. How disciplined are you are you being on giving up short-term hits for long-term freedom? That's what we have to do. The best, most successful investors and agents I know are the ones who gave up short-term hits in order for long-term financial freedom and momentum. How convicted are you to that? I want you guys to picture yourself in 1 year. Where do you guys want to be in a year, right? Like, what changes do you need to make in your business and your marketing? So picture that year out. What does that business look like? What does your average workday look like? What are the types of clients look like that you want to work with? Do you want to work with people who are calling you and like yelling at you for dropping direct mail on their doorstep, or for cold calling? Or who are the types of people you want to call and say, I would love to work with you? Okay. And then the second question is, what changes do you need to make in your marketing this year in order for that to be reality? Can your current marketing, can your current business actually fulfill that? If not, a fundamental change has to happen in order for you to get to that. How amazing will it feel when that is your business in a year, in 2 years, in 3 years, and you have that freedom? All right, guys, so that's the mindset shift. We're going to dig into the tactical now. So the secret number 2, guys, is why a normal website isn't enough in 2022. How Carter added 20,000 a month in new profits by shifting from a fancy custom website into an authority hub, and especially for agents, why your social media profile should never be the hub of your content, even though so many of the agent gurus are teaching that. It's exactly what's going to keep you on the hamster wheel. Okay, so the biggest mistakes most investors and agents make as it relates to their website is they go overboard creating a professionally designed site based on what they think looks good. Okay, not what prospects actually respond to. We're going to show you some examples of what actually converts in this market versus what a lot of people have on their websites. Okay, using big mistake is using their Facebook or Instagram pages as their main content hub. Do not do that, and I'll show you guys what to do instead. They use whatever is low cost or free. You think a website is a website. My broker gave me a site and it's free, I'm going to use it. Or my cousin Eddie can set up sites on Wix and I'm going to spend a couple $100 and he's going to do that because a site's a site. When we're in a high margin service business, we're not selling $2 widgets, y'all. When we're in a high margin service business, every lost deal that we have is a big deal. Every lost deal is $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 check. So we can no longer look at a website as a website. We have to look at it as one of the biggest, most valuable assets in your business that can either save you or lose you deals. Okay, another mistake is when that happens, the site fails to generate leads, or it doesn't generate as many leads as it should, or it fails to rank well in Google, and it just becomes an online, glorified online brochure. It's just something that looks kind of nice, but doesn't actually turn into real results for you. And they just build a website for online marketing. So I know a lot of investors and agents who are like, you know what, man, I get all my business offline. All my business is from work in my sphere. All my business is from my network. All my business is from driving for dollars. All my business is from cold calling. It's from direct mail. Guys, what happens, and I'll teach this here in a second, is all offline marketing drives online demand. Every offline marketing move you make, people are going to hit the internet to find you. And this is where we need to make the shift. We need to have a true hub that's going to make all of your marketing work better. That's a key. The only thing that matters with your website, guys, is performance and results, not how pretty it looks. Okay. So I love this quote from Tony Robbins. He says, if you want to be successful, find someone who's achieved the results you want to and copy what they do, and you'll achieve the same results. Okay. And we're going to show you guys some things to model today. So let's dive into the case study with Carter, and we're going to show you what ended up happening on his website and his shift. So he sent me this email after he had made this shift in his marketing and his website. And he said, we couldn't be happier so far at the site. What we have seen is a dramatic increase in web leads since switching to Carrot. So we switched from a custom website to Carrot, one of the biggest investors and agents in his market. The leads we are getting are converting to purchases at a much higher level. Things have been moving so fast, we haven't had the opportunity to accurately determine the lead to purchase ratio, but I would estimate it's in the 25 to 35% range, which means the leads we are getting are significantly better than our historical average. Thanks for everything. And we're now looking at expansion because of the success that we've had. Guys, it's 1-800-2-SELL-HOMES. They're now in multiple markets around the country, leveraging the exact same thing to really win more deals and more profitable deals. So this is what his website looked like before. Okay, this is just the top of the website. And you guys can kind of imagine what the rest of it would look like. It had some content below and some pictures and things like that. But the top of his website had his logo. It's pretty much the same logo that's over here. Okay, it had a big fancy picture of a house, had some social media shared things down there, had the Better Business Bureau, which is good, and it had some navigation bars up here. Then it had this form. And for the average person looking at this, you kind of look at it and go, man, it's got a lot of the right elements, right? It's got branding, it kind of looks pretty, and you got content below here, and it's got a form that's asking the right stuff. What he didn't realize was the way that this fancy, pretty website was set up was actually losing him that $20,000 a month. Okay, over $200,000 a year in lost profits. So what we do on the Authority Hubs is the first thing that I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to show you guys a few things you guys can do to start to close more leads and deals. Is we want to make sure the website is actually set up for conversion first. Okay, it needs to be set up, especially for mobile devices. It needs to load insanely fast. We'll show you some data on speed here in a second and how it increases your conversion rate. It needs to load fast. It needs to look great on mobile, and it needs to really draw your eye towards the conversion path. Okay, you can see here the big yellow button, the big area for the opt-in, and then everything that we do is based off of data and testing. Okay, the reason that the property address for motivated seller is first versus these other things is because we tested it and it performed far better. The reason the words and the entire real estate investing industry has started to use these words in their websites, get my fair cash offer. Guys, we invented that. Okay. In this space, literally almost everybody used their button said continue or submit or something before we actually use data to test. Now the entire industry says get my cash offer, get my fair cash offer, something like that. Okay. And based off of our testing and our leadership there, these things all increase conversion rates. When you stack little conversion increases on top of each other, they add up to big things. It adds up to an extra lead a month, an extra deal a month, whatever it is. Okay. He didn't realize his pretty $8,000 website was costing him over $200,000 a year in profits. Okay. And so a couple of the things we're going to show you guys on how to structure that website. Actually, I'll show you this right here. So one other thing to do on your guys' Authority Hubs on your websites is you can see up here in his navigation bar, right? His navigation bar looks like the standard one in his old website. It has the home button and it goes into about and some other things down here. Just a bunch of random smattering of links up here. And this is what most people do on their websites. So it's not a big deal. But when you look at data, we have to ask ourselves, like, what is the exact thing that we need our prospect to see right now in the exact order they should see it to be able to guide them down the journey of wanting to work with us? Okay. And the reason someone lands on a house seller website like this is to sell their house. So our navigation bar should not have the home button up here. Everyone knows you can click the logo to go back to your home now. Okay. So we know that the first thing that they need to see is a way to sell their house. And then after that, they're going to go, cool. It looks like this company can solve my problem. They have a service that looks like buys house and they're local to me in Oklahoma City. But then the question that's going to pop up in their mind next is, well, how does it work? You know, how does this differ than selling it to Open Door? How does this differ than listing it on the market with an agent? Or if you are an agent, I'll show you an example of that here in a second. How is this different than other agents, right? So then we have a page that walks through how it works. And after that, they're like, okay, cool. I understand how it works, but how is it different than agents or investors? There's a compare page then. And then after that, they go, okay, I understand there's a service that can solve my problem. I understand kind of how it works. I see how it compares to other options out there, but are they legit? Right? Is this company legit? And that's where we then want to put in reviews and client testimonials, because that's where at that point we need to unleash that part of the credibility. And then if they still have questions, you have the FAQ page and the Our Company page. The number 3 most visited webpage across all of our websites, the over 10,000 websites in our system, is the Our Company page. No matter if it's an agent site, an investor site, land site, mobile home site, doesn't matter. It's always the Our Company page, because right now, in the age of a lot of competition, the age of credibility, everyone wants to know, who am I working with, and are they legit? So that's going to be a really important part of it. Okay. So here's a concept I want to toss out to you guys. And it's something I've been implementing in my business a lot over the last decade, is the concept I created called phantom expenses. And a phantom expense is essentially any dollar that should be in your bank account that is not in your bank account for one reason or another from something underperforming. Okay. It could be your marketing piece underperforming. It could be your website underperforming. It could be your negotiation skills aren't where they need to be and you're not closing those leads. Those are all phantom expenses. It's all money that could be in your bank account that is not. And so let's look at it just from the website conversion perspective. Okay. If we only made some tweaks to win back 2 extra leads a month, let's just say it was just 2 extra leads a month from those small tweaks that we've already made on our Carrot clients' websites. It's already baked into our system. Okay. From those small tweaks, that's 24 extra leads a year. Doesn't sound like a lot, right? A lot of people might look at it and go, man, 24 extra leads a year. I'm only paying $50 a month for this site, or my cousin Eddie built it for a couple $100 a month. I'm not going to pay a couple grand over here when I've got this thing for $200, right? Well, if it's 24 extra leads a year, what does that add up to? If you close 1 in 15 of those leads into a deal, and we're averaging $10,000 profit per deal, that's between 1 and 2 deals every single year that you're losing from those small tweaks of conversion on your website. Guys, that's between $10,000 and $20,000 in phantom expenses at the low end, just from small conversion tweaks in your website. Okay, so how many $10,000 and $20,000 checks are we willing to lose this year from underperformance on that website? Okay, so here's the quick math ROI of an authority hub versus a website. Okay, so I'm gonna actually go outside of this. I'm gonna screen share my my iPad. And actually, what I'm going to do this is we're going to skip over that. We're going to do the budget here in a second. But the basic math is this: is if we work all the way through and ask ourselves, if we're getting 100 visitors a month to our website, sellers or buyers, and X amount are converting into a lead, what if you increase that conversion rate by 5%? With 100 visitors a month, that's an extra 5 leads every single month. That's an extra 50 to 60 leads every single year that you're going to get just by increasing your conversion on your website by 5%. Okay, that's what we do for you here at Carrot. We focus on the conversion side, so you guys can focus on being on the business side. We win back all that revenue for you and the phantom expenses. Okay, one big key here, guys, I want to kind of shift topic into is after we've covered the conversion side of setting that up, and I'm going to show you guys what the Authority Hub looks like here in a second, show you examples, is once again, we have to recognize that it's not just from if you're wanting to do Google pay-per-click. If you're on here and you're like, I don't even care to do Google pay-per-click. I don't even care to do SEO. And you're just doing offline marketing. All offline marketing, like we mentioned before, drives online demand. If you're doing bandit signs, if you're doing billboards, if you're doing direct mail, if you're doing cold calling, text message marketing, radio, TV, referrals, all of those, people are going to pick up their phone. They're going to look at that direct mail piece and they're going to say, let me look at anything that's identifiable on this. And I'm going to Google search them. I'm going to look up their phone number. I'm going to look up their company name. I'm going to see if they're legit. I'm going to see if they have a website. If it's a radio commercial, they're going to look up whatever's identifiable on there. If it's a referral and Nancy referred me over, what people are going to do, they're going to pull up their cell phone. Then they're going to look up XYZ real estate agent blah reviews. They're going to look up XYZ investor reviews. And they're going to try to find something that gives them clues and cues to want to work with you. Okay. So all that traffic drives to your website. Even if you're not putting your website on your marketing, they're going to get to your website. Then your website needs to be set up to convert. Here's the lost leads over here. We need to build credibility. We need to pre-frame the sale for them to want to work with you. And we'll show you how to do that on this call. It's going to increase ROI. And then you put them into follow-up sequences with systems like InvestorFuse for the lead management and follow-up. Okay, so that's the attract, convert, close model, even if you're just focusing on offline marketing. Okay, so I'm sure there's a lot of questions. People are probably thinking like, what the heck is this Authority Hub, Trevor? Like, what is it that is the Authority Hub? So the Authority Hub switch is this. If you already have a website, guys, let me know through the comments box. How many of you guys and gals have a website up right now? Actually, let's flip it the other way. Who on here does not have any version of a website up at all? Like, even if it's a broker provided website, you don't have any website up at all for your business. Let me know if you have no website up at all. And then let me ask you guys, who here has just a website? It's just something up there online, but you're not really focusing on it. Pop those through the comments box as well. All right. So this is the big shift we need to make with our website. And then in section 3 of this workshop, we're going to show you exactly how to do the content marketing, where to find the ideas for content marketing, all that stuff. Okay. And one thing that I did forget to mention before, y'all, is what we're going to be teaching today is exactly what we do with our clients every single day. You know, it's where all of these traffic and leads are coming from. This is our actual Google Analytics account right here for our clients' traffic. Over this time period, over 858,000 leads have came in, mostly motivated house sellers through our clients' website. So this is something we do every single day. And if any of you guys are going, man, this sounds amazing, but I don't want to have to go out there and build all this from scratch, or I would love to just leverage the Carrot systems to make this easier. We do have a package for you guys for the training. We'll talk about it at the end of the call. It's going to save you a bunch of money. It's going to give 4 months of our highest plan for free included in that. And we're actually going to give you our Google pay-per-click campaign as well. So as you guys were looking at, Brian Rockwell really launched his career with Google PPC. We're literally going to give you guys our campaign. So anytime that we go and launch a Google pay-per-click campaign for motivated house sellers in a new market, it's this campaign, it's these ads, it's these keywords, it's the exact negative keywords, it's all the right targeting. We're literally going to give you a file as a part of the special package today that you upload into your Google account. It gives you all of our ads, all of our targeting, all the keywords that we know pull in motivated sellers the best. And you're going to have a massive start. That's $1,000 bonus alone. So keep an eye out for that towards the end of the call if you guys think that we can help you out with this. So now shifting from a website to Authority Hub. The standard part of a website is basically what we call the core conversion page. And I want you guys to write this down because this shift is the biggest shift that you guys can probably make as an investor or an agent in 2022 as it relates to closing more of your leads into deals. Okay. So the core conversion page is what I walked you through earlier. That's having a home page that immediately addresses the question that's going on in their mind of, hey, do they have a service that can help me? That has a big opt-in box that is very clear and stands out, that's very easy for them to use, especially on mobile. That's what we focus on building here at Carrot and through our system. But then it has the core conversion pages. It has your page on, hey, if you need to sell, click this. If you're wanting to buy, check it out. How does our process work? Let's look at our reviews, our about page, FAQ, contact. That's kind of like the essential core conversion pages. If you have these right and the right content, the right reviews, the right credibility, that's going to put you way ahead of the game. The cool thing about core conversion pages is you kind of create these one time, right? You create these one time when you launch that Authority Hub. It might take you a few days to do it, or you can hire it out. We have services here at Carrot where we can do all that work for you. And that's where you really build credibility and focus on conversion. Okay. Now, as we start to build the Authority Hub, this is the first big step out to really attract more of the best prospects. This is where agents really need to focus. And this is where our most successful investors and agents really focus big time. Is you build out what's called niche location pages. And I'll show you an example of a niche or location page. Okay, so let's say I was to go to Google and we were to type up something like, North Umpqua River homes for sale or whatever. Okay, that's just an example. Okay, and you can see Zillow is advertising up here at the top of Google, North Umpqua River homes for sale. It's a neighborhood in Oregon, high-end homes. And if you're a real estate agent, you probably, and you focus on the North Umpqua River, this is probably an amazing phrase to rank for. You can see Zillow down here. You can see realtor.com here. You can see Redfin down here, Remax. Guys, number one in Google, and they've been number one in Google for probably about 3 years for this phrase, is this Carrot client, this real estate agent here. This is a location page. It's not their homepage that's ranking here. And you can outrank Zillow. You can outrank all the big guys with the correct location pages, leveraging it the right way. Okay. So that's what a location page is. A location page, I kind of like to create between 3 and 10 of those every quarter, depending on your strategy. Okay. That might mean if you're an agent and you're in let's say Portland, Oregon, there might be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 neighborhoods or types of houses that are ones that you want to sell or help people sell. Right. And you would create a page for each one of those, just like Zillow does. If you're a real estate investor, it might be the different cities that you would buy or sell homes in. Okay. So you might create a location page on your cash property website, like this one here. This one's for listing your properties or your contracts for sale to generate a cash buyer list. This is a Carrot site. You might create a page specific to every city that you have properties in for sale. Okay. Or right here, this is one of the biggest home buyers and real estate agents in Boston. You might create a location page for every home that you buy houses in. Okay. This is a Carrot site that's been customized. So they have location pages for Connecticut and for Maine and Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Rhode Island. These are all pages on their Carrot site that are starting to rank well in Google and get them traffic and leads. So this is just something you do quarterly, half a day or so, or you can hire that out. Okay. That's a quarterly thing. Then down here, this is where the afterburners really turn on with creating your evergreen content. We'll show you guys exactly how to create this content here in a bit in this call. Okay. So this is your what we call authority content. This is one time a week, put out something to the market, something on your website, not just on social media, that adds value, that answers your questions, that eliminates objections, squashes those objections, that shows people transparently how your business works to your market. And the people that do this the most successfully are the people that we find closing the best deals. I talked at the very start of this call one of our clients named Trayvon, he messaged me on Facebook a couple of days ago. He said, I closed this big deal. Guys, all that he was doing over the last couple of years was literally this. He set up his core conversion pages. He set up a couple niche pages, and then he was just posting this automated content from our system that we have as a feature called our automated content library. He was posting it weekly. And then he started to have his rankings climb, and he closed a big deal from that. Okay, so this is the 1, 2, 3 punch. Nail the core conversion pages. Most people never go beyond that. Your real traffic comes from the niche location pages. Do those just quarterly. And this is where your credibility and authority comes from, is posting content consistently, answering questions your prospects want. And we're going to show you guys what type of content to create. And as we're creating momentum, guys, this is kind of what we look at. This is like stacking bricks. Okay, this is like stacking bricks. And just like if you're picturing building a brick wall, if you build just one layer of bricks, you put a lot of work into that. Your hands hurt, right? Your hands are tired, but you don't have a wall yet. And if you stop at that point, guys, at 1 or 2 rows of bricks, you're going to have a bunch of work and investment that went into that wall, and that wall isn't going to do anything for you. Instead, keep stacking bricks. Grab a brick, throw it on there. Grab a brick, throw it on there. Now go over here and do some hamster marketing. Okay, get some leads and deals coming in. Hamster marketing, bam. Go grab a brick, grab a brick. Do some hamster marketing, get income coming in. Eventually, you're going to have a wall built that now this brick wall is going to be able to stand for you. It's going to be able to hold up your house or hold up your business for you. And that's where that momentum picks up, and you can finally make that choice to step off the hamster marketing. Okay. Every new page you build on your website is momentum. Every new page is that brick. Okay. Every new page is that brick. All right. So that's the key, guys. That's how we get the momentum. And I'm going to show you now here in a bit exactly what content we need to be creating for that momentum. Okay. So here's a guy named Eric Stanio. He's in Cincinnati. He's with Keller Williams, and he's a home buyer. And he said, my carrot leads are so much more high quality. It closed 1 in 5 of my carrot seller leads into a deal. And he said, agents in my office keep asking me how I'm doing it, because they're going after sellers the traditional way, working the sphere, doing all this kind of stuff, which you should still do. It works great. But what if the most motivated people came to you through the internet? That's what Eric shifted over to. And he's earning multiple hundreds of thousands of dollars a year now from this method, where before he was hustling his butt off with the traditional routes. Okay. So those, the few ways to really stop losing leads and deals from an underperforming website is, like I showed a little bit ago, we have to convert more visitors to leads with a focus on conversion optimization. Now, this isn't a workshop on conversion optimization, because that alone could be like a 90-minute call by itself. But that's what we focus here on at Carrot, guys. That's what we do every day. We build these websites that focus on converting leads into, or visitors into, leads at a very high rate, much higher than other things out of the box. We focus on building websites that perform amazingly fast. Our websites are the fastest in the industry, according to studies. That helps you get ranked in Google better and helps you convert better. So we need to increase the speed on the website, okay, to increase the conversion. And we need to add more trust and credibility and authority with consistent content on those websites. Now, one thing that's probably popping up for you guys is going, oh my gosh, this sounds like a lot of work. And that's where I'm going to show you guys how to make that work easier in the back 30 minutes of this presentation. Secret number 3, how to automate a lot of that. We're going to show you guys how to automate the stuff and turn amazing short 3 to 5 minute videos into robust written content Google loves. How to automate and turn content you're already posting on social media that's hamsterable into evergreen content on your authority hub. Okay, so now let's talk about page speed and why page speed is so important. And I know it's getting kind of techy, guys. So if this is flying over your head, don't worry about it. This is the exact reason that we exist here at Carrot, is because we're like, we don't want you guys as investors or agents to have to worry about this. Like, we as marketers and technologists and experts in real estate lead gen are the ones who need to worry about this. Okay. In a study done, this basically shows the page speed of a website, okay, which is the bottom part of it here. It's the load time. So that's 1.2 seconds, and that's 9.9 seconds over here on the right. The longer it takes for a web page to load, the lower the conversion rate is going to be. I think all of us can kind of picture those moments where we pull up a web page on our phone, and there's almost like that internal countdown that we do, right? That internal countdown that we do where we go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then if the website hasn't loaded by that time, who can relate to this? Pop it through the comments box. We hit the back button. We bounce back to Google, or we bounce back to Facebook, or wherever we came from, because we're just really, we don't have the patience these days, right? Let me know if you guys can relate to doing that yourself. So down here, they found that the optimal page speed for high conversion is about 2.5 seconds. If that website can load in about 2.5 seconds, that's where the conversion rate is optimal. Okay. Everything after 2.5 to 3 seconds, your conversion rate actually goes down. Okay. Now, once again, that might not be a big deal, right? Let's say your website's loading in 5 seconds and you're still converting, a little bit there. You're still converting leads. The question is, how many leads and deals are we losing just because this one fundamental quick thing? And so we focus on it really heavily at Carrot, so you guys don't have to focus on it. Now, this is a study from freshchalk.com. They put it out just recently, and they measured all of the website builders out there, not just for real estate, but for every industry. And Carrot was caught up in that survey because of how fast our websites loaded. And against Playster or Web.com or Shopify or WordPress or Thrive or any of those, Carrot was the fastest loading by far of all those tools. And according to the founder of Fresh Chalk, he said, Carrot stood out in my results like a cheetah in a horde of slugs. He said, Carrot sites are just plain fast. By some measurements, Carrot sites are twice as fast as Squarespace. Consumers notice and convert better. By the way, the median Carrot Google page score was 98, which means that some of the websites were even faster than that. All right, guys. So, guys, page speed is crazy important. Crazy important. Okay. So I want to ask you guys this question. Then we're going to move on to section 3, which is creating the content, which is going to be, we're building everything on top of each other. First of all, it's the strategy and the mindset shifts we have to make away from the traditional marketing we're doing, and really putting hamster marketing in its place. Okay. And then number 2, we have to build out the right authority hub. We have to say, we can't just do our online marketing to any old website. It has to be set up the correct way so we're not losing leads and deals. Every lost deal that you have is worth $9,000, $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 in your business. And so then we have to really intentionally build that authority up. We have to say, let's really focus on those core conversion pages first, which is what most websites do. But now let's take it to the next step and build in what we innovated in this industry, which are the location pages. And we show you guys how to do that inside of our system. We show you guys what to do there. We can even do it for you in our services if you want. And then last was, now we stack on really simple, quick pieces of authority content every week. And we're going to show you guys how to automate some of those in the next section. Okay, guys. So I want to ask you guys right now, how good is your authority hub? Number 1 is you don't have a website. 2 to 4 is you have a broker provided website, which no big deal on that, but you're likely losing leads and deals because of that. Number 5, 6, you have a funnel. 7 to 8, it's good, but it's incomplete. Number 9, 10, it's like you're nailing it. You're like this right here, Tom Caffarella nailing it. You're like Keith Sant nailing it. You're like Christina Kudlak over here just crushing it there. You're like Bo Hollis, over here crushing it. So let me know your scores, guys, and we're going to move on to section 3. We've got some 1s in there. Bob, dude, the cool thing is, Bob, if you have a 1, that's where I see opportunity, man. Like, that's where I see opportunity, because just a simple, quick investment, if you're doing any type of marketing at all, a simple, quick investment to get an authority hub up online, get your credibility built on that website, is going to win you for sure extra deals this year. And so if your average commission or average profit per deal is 10K, then we have to ask, well, how many of those am I losing right now because I don't have my web presence really dialed in for all the people that are likely researching me? We've got 4s. We've got 3s. Guys, I see lots of opportunity. We got an 8 here. Amazing. I love it. So that one there, you've just got a couple tweaks you can make to bump it even higher. We've got a 5. Guys, that's the opportunity here. If you guys do nothing else from this workshop, is make sure you look at that website and ask yourself, how many leads and deals are you likely losing this year from underperformance on that website? And if you can invest a couple grand a year, $1,000 a year, whatever it is, and then start to up your chance of converting more of those visitors into leads and more of those leads into deals, guys, you right there are going to win back more of those $10,000 or $20,000 deals. Just like Carter had won back $20,000 every single month with no extra traffic. That was literally just from his radio and TV commercial traffic in Oklahoma City. They were already going to the internet. They were already coming to his website, his $8,000 custom website. They're already going to it. It just wasn't converting them as well as it needed to. He switched over to the Carrot Authority Hub, immediately started converting that same traffic at a higher rate, and he won back $20,000 in extra income that was just sitting there waiting for him because his old website wasn't converting well. All right, guys, so let's move on. How much did that likely cost you this year? Write it down. And that's what I want you guys to change this year. And let's commit to this journey. Okay, guys. So how did this get implemented in my own business? Well, I built Carrot. My team, I hired an engineer in 2013. And I said, man, it's hard to build all this stuff one by one. And we said, I think we can build a system that actually makes it easier. I'm going to show you guys a demo of Carrot here in a bit. If you're already a Carrot customer, amazing. It might give you a quicker breeze through on how to use the system better. If you're not a Carrot customer, guys, the biggest thing that I want to do is I want to make mindset shifts happen in this training. And then I also want to say, and if you feel that this is the direction you want to go in your business, here is a tool, and we'd love to work with you if there's an opportunity. And so I would be completely remiss to show you guys what to do and not give you the tool to make it easier. And so we're going to show you guys that here later today. And if it's a fit for many of you, amazing. We're going to have some crazy, crazy cool bonuses that you can't find anywhere else, but in this training, including our Google pay-per-click campaign, including our 3 lead per day training, the same training Brian Rockwell went through to get his website ranked really high in Google. We're going to give you that training. We're going to give you training. If you're a hybrid agent investor, we're going to give you training how to do that. And we're going to give you 4 months of our highest plan software with coaching calls, with a account rep, with all of our marketing tools. You're going to get 4 months of that included in this plan too. Okay, guys, so we built the tool. We're always pushing out updates when we have them based on extensive testing. Or you can go find a web person who's an expert in conversion rate optimization, SEO, and real estate. Those all have to be true. And most web developers are going to make websites that look pretty. And those are the ones that we tend to have moving over to Carrot, where the person spent $5,000 on the thing. They're a high-level investor or agent. It's just not performing the way that they should. Those are the biggest ones who move over to our side. All right, guys, so this is where the rubber meets the road. We've got the Authority Hub up online now. We've got our credibility that we're starting to build. We have our about page that starts to show people kind of who we are. And this is one of those important things. Like I said, guys, the number 3 most visited web page on all of your sites is going to be the about page. So our about page has to be robust. It should tell a story. It should show people credibility. It should show people who we are, that we're real people, right? This is Tom's about page. Let's go over here to FAR Group, and kind of check out their about page as an agent. They're the top 5 agent in Spokane, Washington. Okay, a really good about page, simple message from them. Right here, Aaron and Krista, a good picture from them. Meet their team, because these are the people you're going to be talking with, right? And then it's got their core values on here. And the core values are such a big deal right now, because a lot of clients, guys, are going to be picking to work with you based on who they resonate with. And so we always guide our clients to come up with core values in your business you truly believe in, and then put them on your website. Don't be afraid to show those. Okay, and get those reviews online on your Carrot Authority Hub. They've got billions of them there. Okay, this one over here, get your reviews online, guys. That is the Authority Hub part. That's the core of our software. And we're going to show you guys some more now. On top of this, what do we do for content? Okay, so I'm going to show you guys 2 ways Carrot can help automate valuable evergreen content under 20 minutes a week. And before I dive into this, I want to give you guys a quick link. Okay, so any of you guys can go to a couple links here. You can go to carrot.com/plant if you want to save this link, or carrot.com/grow if you're an existing Carrot customer. If you're an existing Carrot customer, carrot.com/grow. If you're not an existing Carrot customer, type in carrot.com/plant. And if you have to go somewhere soon, pull this up, because this is where the packages that we're going to be offering here in a second, with all the bonuses, if you feel that we can really help you get towards your goals. So save that link, and we'll dive into that in a second. So here's 2 ways Carrot can help you automate this content under 20 minutes a week. And like I said, guys, social media content is not evergreen content. And so if you're an agent and you've been focusing on social media content, this is the shift we need to make. Let me play this video from Adam Mitchell. He's an investor down in Dallas, and they have agents on staff as well. They're doing the hybrid model really, really successfully.
When we started, we did a little bit of everything. At the end of the year, we closed 1 deal. My wife, she was not real happy. She's like, "What have you even spent?" I said, I don't know. She's like, "Go figure it out, because I want to see it." And I gave her the bad news, and it was $40,000 for that year. She's like, "Hold on, we got to rethink our strategy. It's just not working." So I quit doing everything, all the marketing, everything. And we started a brand new site. By the time the summer came around, we started generate some leads. They were actually motivated sellers. So we did 6 in 2019, and still, not nearly as many leads as we wanted to come in, but we knew we were on the right track. Our rankings kept climbing. Now we're starting to see 8 leads a month SEO, and that was kind of our average. And we know those are the best leads. So, we were closing 1, sometimes 2 of those 8. We're ranking 1 or 2 for 3 or 4 keywords now, the best ones in town. We added on PPC, and then we added Facebook in April. So right now we're sitting at 40 to 45 leads a month, but it all kind of ties together. You got to have the site, right? So we know that the quality of leads is fantastic. That first year spending 40 to right now we're spending between $4,000 and $5,000 a month. In August we did $100,000 fees. And this month will be 40. So we're spending 4 to 5 and making, let's say, 40. As soon as we closed that first deal in 2018, I knew we could do it. Love Gary. You guys understand our business so well. The more you guys bring on in terms of services that y'all can offer us, I'm all in.
Guys, and Adam and Lance, so they filmed that we filmed that at one of our recent Carrot camps. And we have an event twice a year out here at Carrot HQ called Carrot Camp. There's 15 top investors, top agents that come in here from all around the country. It's like one of my most favorite things to do every single year. They've came to 2 of them now, and it's been so cool, like seeing the journey, seeing the transformation. And that's like why I do what I do, guys. Okay. I don't need the extra $1,000. I don't need the extra whatever. It's not going to change my life at all. The reason I do it and why I continue to show up to work every single day, even after we've grown this company, the scale that we have, is because I absolutely love the transformation of helping you guys build the business of freedom so you can finally make an impact in your community. They then started a nonprofit charity in their area based off of our model and what we're doing in our areas, where they're going out there and taking part of their profits and putting it into these charities, putting it into actual work in these charities to impact their communities in amazing ways. That's why we do what we do. We want to help you guys get off the darn hamster wheel so you can go do that and make a massive impact in your communities. All right, back to the topic now. But the big shift to make, like I said, guys, is your website is the authority hub, not social media. Okay. What should happen instead is if you kind of picture this, the website should be the center of all of your marketing. Okay, so I don't care what you're doing for marketing. If you're doing offline marketing, if you're doing online marketing, your website or your authority hub should be the hub of all of your marketing. That's why we call it the hub, because just to reinforce this more, every single person that you're going to be hitting with marketing in some way, shape, or form likely has a cell phone. They have access to internet. And the vast majority of them are then going to be stepping into that and saying, I want to research this company. I want to research them. I want to find them. Okay, guys, we're even finding in deals that we're doing in Louisville, Kentucky, as an example, we're closing deals in that market from out of state from another company that has a similar company name as our client. And that other company does not have a website. So they're literally going to the internet, typing up this company name, and they're finding our client's authority hub, Carrot Authority Hub. And that guy did a $30,000 profit deal on that from someone else's marketing, from someone else's offline marketing, because they did not treat their marketing as their website as a hub. So your social media should be pointing towards your hub, your Facebook, your Instagram, your YouTube, all that should be pointing towards your hub. Okay, so here's how we get inside the mind of your sellers and buyers as an agent or an investor. And this is the important part. If we're going to be creating content that's going to be getting in front of our best prospects, we need to make sure that we understand what they're asking. We need to understand why they're going to the internet and what questions they're asking to find problem or find solutions for. Okay, so the question for you guys is, when you go to when you have a problem, where do you go to solve that? Do we go to Facebook to solve that problem or ask the question? I hope not. Do we go to Instagram sometimes, right? We might ask our followers on there sometimes. Do we go to our mailbox? I usually don't. Like, I love getting mail, but I don't usually wait for my mailbox to go, man, I hope my problem is being solved here today, right? No, guys, we go to Google, and that's where we go. And that's why we've invested so darn heavily into Evergreen Marketing, because it's not going anywhere. It's only growing every single year. And if you're a house seller, you might type a phrase like, sell my house in insert your city, sell my house in Duluth, sell my house in Tucson, sell my house in Roseburg. Or you might type, get cash from my house in in Louisville or Biloxi. You might type houses for sale on the river in Washington, houses for sale on the river in Portland, in Roseburg, best real estate agents in Tennessee, best real estate agents in Sacramento. Guys, these are the actual things your best prospects are searching every single month. And especially they're typing in company name reviews. If you were to pick like a big real estate home buying company like this one here, Express Home Buyers, okay? Express Home Buyers is one of our clients right here, guys. People are typing in these phrases every single month, and Google's serving them up as suggestions. Google is saying Express Home Buyers. Let me just type this in so you guys can see it. Express Home Buyers reviews, Express Home Buyers BBB, Express Home Buyers deals, Express Home Buyers lawsuit. Guys, if you are Express Home Buyers, you need to really then capture and create the credibility around your business, because people are typing that in every single month, okay? And this is kind of how it works. Let's say I type in a phrase like sell my house fast Tucson. Okay, they don't hit Facebook for this. Once again, they go to Google. And then you find these results. So this is a client of ours, client of ours, client of ours. That's a national chain down there. But the top 3 are clients. The seller now is going to click some of those top results. That oftentimes in our data, the sellers click 2, 3, 4, 5 of those top results, oftentimes to do their research, because it's a big financial decision, right? Next, they land on a website like this. Okay, this is a location page specifically for the Tucson market. Okay, and then they're drawn in by the high converting format. They've got the localized pictures, the simple content that encourages them to click around. Okay, and then they submit as a lead and they become a motivated lead. And then it shows up in the carrot system like this, where it shows where they came from through our lead source tracking. Show it as a Google search, and it shows they came in at this time. And here's the exact page they came in on. This is all stuff that's baked into Carrot that's going to show you. And now you can go follow up with that lead. You can talk with that lead. Now, here's what you guys want to do after that. So write this one down. One of the biggest things that you guys can do to win back more of those sellers or buyer leads is put in really, really simple Facebook retargeting or remarketing, and then drive them back from Facebook if they didn't become a lead back to your website. Here's an example of one of our clients, Krista Mayshore. She's one of the top real estate agents in the country, top 1%. And she's a top agent in Brentwood, California. And so she uses Carrot for this purpose. She gets them to the website, and then she serves them back up retargeting ads. And I would take a screenshot of this if you're an agent, because this type of retargeting ad is working really, really well. Okay. Right here, they serve up a retargeting ad. This is attention Oakley homeowners looking to sell your home in Oakley and surrounding areas, but you're nervous you won't be able to find a replacement home. We've got solutions. And then it says discover how much your home is worth. Guys, home value landers still work. They're not my favorite, but they still work really, really well. And then she drove them to a Carrot landing page that converts really well. That is just basically how much is your home worth. She gets leads through this every single month. When people get that submission, now she sends them out a CMA package with a gift, and she actually hand delivers those to their door. So if you're an agent and you're in this market going, how do I crack through and win more deals? Guys, do what other agents are not willing to do. Okay, serve up great content on the internet, build credibility, put content and videos up on your website, like I'm going to show you here in a second, and then once they submit as a lead, literally deliver the CMA physically to their house on their doorstep with a gift. Okay, no one else is going to be doing that. That's one of the ways Krista's team is crushing it. Now let's look on the investor side of things. Okay, if you're an investor and they landed on your website and you're in Mississippi and they didn't opt in, serve them up an ad, a retargeting ad just like this. This is Brent Moreno, one of the top investors in that market there. And you want to make sure that you're putting pictures on your ads that are relative to the pictures that your ideal client is. So these are nice houses, right? So over here, this is not a nice house. This is one that your average investor may be able to pick up. Either flip and then get it on the retail market, work with an agent to do so, or wholesale it to someone who's going to flip it. Attention, Mississippi. Here's a link. Okay, they're using a tracking link in our system. Sell your house the easy way, no costly repairs. Click this. It's going to drive them to the website to opt in now. Okay, guys, that right there is going to start to retarget and bring those people back to your website. And then you start to get consistent evergreens kind of like this. This is from a 7-day snapshot period from one of our clients, House Heroes. Okay, they have their real estate license, but they primarily focus on the investor side. This is from 7 days, guys. Okay, 26 vacant land leads. This is people literally going to Google and typing up a phrase like sell my land or something like that. And then House Heroes is popping up here really, really high somewhere. Okay. So sell my land, House Heroes is on page 1 at the national level. They're ranked really high in Florida. You've got other ones like this, Express Land Offers. Guys, this is a Carrot client, ranked number 1 nationally for land flipping using our land flipping websites. Okay. And then you can see at the bottom, they've got all their location pages built up and they're absolutely crushing it, getting thousands of land leads through their system flipping land. Okay, guys. So that's what Evergreen can do for you guys. So what types of leads does this work for? And I'm going to show you guys a couple methods on creating the right types of content here in a second to wrap this up. But retail buyer leads and seller on seller websites. So that's for agents. House buying websites. So it works great for house flippers, house wholesalers, selling the properties or selling contracts, note buying and selling, land buying and selling. You can even have a credibility website, private lender websites. We have some people on Carrot leveraging it for private lenders. Lease options. Guys, if you're doing creative finance and you want to bring in lease option leads, we get thousands and thousands of lease option leads through our clients' websites every single month. Tenants. I personally use Carrot in this method for tenants, for my Airbnbs and for my rental properties. Hard money lending. It works for all types of real estate leads. Guys, every single one of them. Okay, here's Anthony Beckham. He's one of the top agents in Douglas County, Oregon, and he's a hybrid investor. And I asked him a question. I said, dude, as you're starting to move over more from cold calling, he crushed it with cold calling for a long time. I said, what resonates with you with the Evergreen marketing side of things? He said, what resonates with me is both getting away from paid leads from Zillow and creating a brand that will produce leads for years to come. Guys, he said this well over a year ago. I had a chat with him a couple of weeks ago on one of our Behind the Deal episodes that we do every Thursday. And I said, Anthony, where are you now with your lead flow? Before, he was primarily cold calling, buying from Zillow, and he was just getting started with Carrot a little bit ago. Okay. Now today, he said he's primarily Zillow and Carrot. He's almost stopped a lot of the cold calling, and he's starting to really build that online brand in a big way. That's getting off the hamster wheel, guys. Stepping into Evergreen's best leads and deals are coming from this. Okay, so the normal process that people create, for effective Evergreen content, the ranks is this: you're going to research Google for what your buyers or sellers are typing. That might be 1 hour a month, and I'll show you an example of that. Okay, if you're a real estate investor and you specialize in, let's say you specialize in inherited houses, okay, or probate houses, and you're in, let's say you're in what's a good one that we can pick out? I don't know. We can do Baltimore or whatever. But let's say that you sell inherited house in Baltimore, okay, or whatever it is. I'm going to type it in. That's what a seller might type into Google. And the cool thing is, guys, you can see this when I'm typing this in. Google is giving me suggestions. Guys, these are content ideas. So if you guys are wondering how the heck do you get content ideas, these are content ideas because this is exactly what Google is telling you that people are searching every single month. People are searching these phrases every single month on Google. And so we don't want to have any guesswork. We want Google to tell us what content to create. And that's exactly what we do. So I would put myself in the mind of that seller and I would say, okay, for my best prospects, what situation are they in? And then what might they go to Google to type? And then I'm going to start to write down these topics. And I'm going to go to the bottom of Google. Okay, let's say I'm just going to pick this one here and we're just going to say in Florida. And then I'm going to scroll to the bottom. Google gives you suggestions at the bottom down here as well that are content ideas. Okay, how to change a deed when you inherit a property in Florida. Guys, do you think that if you're an investor that you might want to get in front of that person that literally is saying that they inherited a house that they may or may not want? Okay, a transfer of a property after death without a will in Florida. What if you delivered an amazing piece of content in front of them that they actually ranked really high in Google for, that added value to them and to their life, that you ranked really well for, and they found it on your website and they saw that not only did you add value to them, but you can also buy the house from them. Okay. Or what if you're a real estate agent and it's something to the effect of, another phrase, I'm just going to think of something here like homes for sale in whatever, homes for sale in whatever. Okay. It could be Roseburg, Oregon. It could be whatever. I'm just going to do Roseburg because that's where I'm sitting right now and Google recognizes that. Homes for sale in Roseburg. You're almost never going to beat Zillow, guys, for the general city. You're almost never going to beat Zillow for the general city, okay, for Roseburg, Oregon. But where we can beat Zillow is we can beat them in the niches. Okay, we can say homes for sale in Melrose, Roseburg, Oregon. And you can see this. That's a suggested search. That's a page we should be creating on our website. Okay, if we type that in, we have one of our clients doing ads up here. Okay, we have Zillow popping in down here. Okay, and then we have G Team. They're up here. They're starting to climb that ranking. Okay, we have another client right there on page one. They're going to start to climb that ranking for those niches. All right, guys. So that's number one. Is we want to research in Google for what your buyers or sellers are typing in, and maybe an hour a month. Okay, and then you just like create a list of them. Those are your content ideas for location pages and other things. And then you're going to write an article, 500 to 800 word article on that topic, optimize it for Google and conversion, maybe an hour, or you can hire it out for about $50 an article. Now, none of you guys want to do this. I didn't want to do this. I'm going to show you guys how to automate this. How you can do it without having to write it. And then you rinse and repeat that. Okay, every single week, 1 or 2 times a week. If you do it once a week, that's 52 new pages every single year. Now, is this work, guys? Yeah, it's work. Okay, it's work. It is. I'm not saying it's not work, but you either work your butt off for the next year and have freedom over the next, for the next 10 to 15, or you work your butt off for the next 15. You have a choice of what hard work you want to do. Now, I'm going to show you guys how to make this work easier. This is our process to create effective evergreen content that ranks. Okay. Number one is we want to use our content that we already researched and wrote. So we write 12 to 24 pieces of content every single month. 12 of them are specifically for our advanced marketer members. They're a little bit longer. They're used by far less people, and they're going to stand out more. Okay, then you automate those. I'll show you guys how to do that here in a second. You can modify those a little bit to stand out. Number two, what I would do if I were going into your market, guys, I would then create a video post. Every single week, I'm going to pull out my cell phone and I'm going to record a video. I might be in front of a house that someone inherited, or there's, a divorce that happened. I'm helping them, or it's a rundown landlord and they're just tired and they want to get out of it. Or you're in front of a really pretty house that you just sold for a client as a real estate agent. Take out that cell phone, y'all, and say, hey, this is Trevor with ABC Home Buyers or ABC Realty. I'm actually here in blah, blah, blah neighborhood. And I just talked with a client of ours, Marcia, who inherited this house. And in the situation that she went through was da-da-da-da-da. And I'm going to walk you through in this 5 to 8 minute video, the 3 things I guided Marcia through that helped her get out from underneath this burdensome house that she inherited, that put money in her pocket and was able to solve it in under 7 days. So if you inherited a house here in Biloxi, Mississippi as well, hopefully this video is value to you and we can actually make an offer on your house as well too. So let's dive into the content. And then just talk about the 3 ways that you guided Marcia through and the 3 options that she had to sell the inherited house. Or if you're an agent, once again, hey guys, this is Trevor with ABC Realty here in downtown Roseburg. And if you're looking for an apartment for rent in downtown Roseburg, I'm going to be walking you through the 4 things you should be looking at with as it regards to downtown apartments, so you can make the right choice for you. And this video is about 5 to 8 minutes long. Guys, the reason we want a video 5 to 8 minutes long, write this one down. This is a writer downer. Okay. The reason you want a video that's 5 to 8 minutes long is because Google wants content that is between, around 500 to 800 words, ideally. Okay. Around 800 to 1,000 words is like premium, but 500 to 800 words, ideally. Okay. And if we record a 3-minute video, the average person speaks about 120 to 160 words a minute. And so if I speak out a video like that in 3 to 5 minutes, a 3-minute video is about 500 words if we transcribe it and yank all the words out. Okay, or a 5-minute video is about 800 words. An 8-minute video is about 1,000 words or so. And then we take that into our tool called Video Post. I'll show you guys an example of it here in a second. But we take that into our tool called Video Post, and our tool actually literally takes your video from YouTube. It fully transcribes it. It yanks it into the carrot system. It sends it out. It gets it fully transcribed. It sends you an email in a couple hours and says your article is ready. And it's going to look kind of like this. So if I were to do a Google search and I was looking to buy farmland in Roseburg, okay, I might type a phrase like Roseburg farmland. And you can see realtor.com's here, land search, like these big national sites are here. Zillow's paying for ads. Guys, #1 in Google, and they have been since 2017, is gstyles.com. It's one of our clients. That's what Evergreen is, guys. For over 5 years, they've had the #1 ranking in Google on that, and they're not SEO experts. All they literally did was took my instruction, and Denny went out there, and he recorded a 3-minute and 23-second video that's from a cell phone out there on the field in a piece of farmland, and then put it into our video put it into our video post system. Our video post system transcribed it. Okay. It puts a call to action at the bottom of it. And then you can log in if you want to and bold some things, add a link in here if you want. You can add pictures if you want to, but you don't have to. Our system automatically brings in your title from YouTube, your description from YouTube. You can edit these and brings in your video. And guys, that took them under 10 minutes to do. Okay. So if any of you guys say, I don't have time, every single one of you guys and gals has 10 minutes every week to put out some authority-driven content that works. And I'm going to actually, you guys are probably going, well, what do I do content on? I'm going to be literally giving you 52 weeks of content ideas in this call completely for free. Everybody's going to get it. I'm going to give you guys the link at the end to our video marketing playbook with 52 weeks of video content ideas, whether you're an investor or an agent. Okay, guys, so this is our process. We write the content for you. We put it in our system. You just schedule it for a weekly basis. You record a short 3 to 5 minute video on YouTube talking about what you're doing, how you're solving problems for people. You put it into YouTube, and then you put it into our system called Video Post, and our system does all the writing for you and creates that article for you and emails you in a couple hours with it. You can then tweak it and modify it if you want to. And then you share it on social media. Now your Authority Hub is truly the Authority Hub. Okay, that's how it works. So guys, if you guys are cool with it, I'm going to give you a quick demo of Carrot. I'm just going to give you guys a quick demo of Carrot. Let me log into a Carrot account here really quick. And I'm going to walk you through how this would work in actuality. So if you're a Carrot customer already, this is something I think you guys are going to get a lot of value from, because it's going to show you the flow of how to have success with this. If you're not a Carrot customer, what I want you to get from this is, number one, if you do see that this could really add a lot of value for you and your business, awesome. Hopefully this is something that can save you a bunch of time. That's my aim, is that this saves you time in your business. This helps you gain more freedom and take some cues from it. So I'm logged into this account here. This is Mr. Bo Hollis's account. Okay, I'm logged into this account. I'm going to pop into this website here. So this one here is a motivated house seller focused website. And this is what we're going to log in to do. Okay. So the first thing is, when you start to get traffic, I'm going to show you some of the stuff in here first, and we'll actually show you how to launch a website in here in a second. Okay. So you're going to start to get in here. You're going to see the fancy checklist. It's going to show you kind of what to do to get onboarded correctly and really how to go through and really get the most out of the system. We're going to give you cues on what you need to do and when in that checklist. Okay. But as traffic starts to come in, you're going to have the stats section here that's going to show you what traffic has come in, where it's come in. Okay. It's going to show you, is it coming from organic searches? Is it coming from direct? Is it coming from paid marketing? Which pages did the leads come in on? And then when the leads come in, you can use our simple lead manager in here, or you can integrate with tons of other systems like InvestorFuse. You can integrate with lots of other systems as well. But this one here, it pops into here, and let's go ahead and click this one. This came from a Google paid ad. Our system brings in the lead source. It tells you what page they came in on. Let's go ahead and open this bad boy up. It came in on this landing page that they're testing on the pay-per-click side of things. Okay. It's going to show you a map of the area so you can check out where it is. It's going to show you the street view of it if Google has it. So right there from your phone or the desktop, you can just check it out and see the neighborhood if this is even something you want to list as an agent or that you want to buy as an investor. And you're going to be able to get some other details in here. Do we need to sell it fast? Is it listed with an agent? No. And then they're going to give you a price for it. Okay, guys. So you can check that out. Another thing too, after you get that website set up, you're gonna want to put in, well, what keywords might I want to rank well in Google for, right? Like where are my best leads going in searching? If you're not sure, you would just pop into here and we'll give you some suggestions on which keywords might be the best ones to rank for. So we'll give you suggestions, and we're going to give you our research to be able to give you a jump start on that. Okay, or you can just pop into Google. But the thing that we'll suggest you doing is start with the big ones like sell my house fast, insert city if you're an investor, or best real estate agents in, or sell my house in whatever city. Those are great ones to start with. Okay. And then every time you set up a location page, so there's a location page for Shelbyville. There's a location page for Louisville. There's a location page for, Orlando. You set up a location page, and then you just come in here and track it, and our system's going to show you where that's ranking. Okay, it's going to show you it's ranking number 3 right now, and it's going to give you some suggestions on how to get that ranked higher. So even if you're not an SEO expert, guys, we've got you taken care of. You've got the weekly coaching calls. You've got all that. All right, guys. So let's say you're doing Facebook marketing, Facebook campaigns. or you're a social media, or you're marketing on social media, or you have your Instagram profile link at the top, or you're doing ads. We always want to make sure that what we're doing is performing, and that we're able to amplify marketing that's working and kill marketing that's not working. And so you can come in here into our campaign tracking link builder. You just go ahead and click new. You can name it. Let's say it's Facebook ad 1 or whatever it is. It could be your Instagram profile link. And you want to drive it to a certain page, and then just go ahead and select whatever page you want to drive it to. I'm just going to assume the home page in this one. We'll just do this one here. We'll say that landing page. Okay. And then I'm going to say that this is a PPC ad, or you can say it's a retargeting ad. And then this one is on Facebook. Okay. All you do is click create campaign link. It's going to create a special link for you, just like this. It's got your URL in it. You're going to click copy. And now that's what you're going to use to post on social media, or to post in that Google ad, or to post wherever it is. Okay. And then our system is going to tell you how many clicks came through it, how many leads came through that. And you'll be able to track them back through and figure out which leads came from that. If you want to change your design on your website, when you launch your Carrot website, it's just a couple of clicks. You choose what type of website you want, but you can come in here and really quickly and easily change your design. The advanced marketer plan, which everybody that gets the bundle we're going to be showing you guys today, is going to get access to the premium designs. Everybody gets access to these down here. Agents have designs special for them. And so if we wanted to try out this premium design, do a live preview on it, I can click this link and just really quickly go over to that design and look at it and go, man, I love this design. I really like that. I'm going to stick with this. And then you just click a button to activate it. If you want to tweak it and personalize it, you can do all kinds of other personalizing, get your branding in there, get your logo in there, change your colors, all kinds of stuff. Okay. So we're not going to show a lot of that. Okay. And then when you launch that website, now you're going to want to edit your content. So by default, all Carrot websites have content baked into them. Okay. We already have all the content built into them. All the pages are built, all the calls to action, all the forms are built with our conversion methodology. And you can technically start driving traffic to that literally the next minute after you attach your domain to it, if you want to. Now, we suggest adding credibility to it and things like that, but you don't have to. Okay. But then if you want to edit the content, you just pop in here and click edit. And you go over here, edit this content. It's a drag and drop visual editor. You can use our SEO tool to kind of guide you on whether this content is optimized for Google or not. So you don't have to be an SEO expert. Once again, guys, our tool is going to tell you if you want to rank well for Sell My House Fast. Our tool is going to tell you if you're doing a good job at it and what to change. So you don't have to be an expert on any of this. And if you really don't want to do any of it, y'all, we have what's called our marketplace, and we have our training system. Okay. So our marketplace, if you're like, you know what, I just really want to hire this out, I have more money than time, you can pop into here, and we have services to do all of this for you guys. Okay. These are services that are add-ons to do all of it for you. So I know that was a really, really quick run through. I didn't have a chance to go into all of it, but at the end of the day, y'all, let me actually show you a couple more things. The content automation. So now let's say you're like, you know what, I've got everything set up. My content's in there. I'm using my campaign tracking links. I put in the keywords I want to start ranking. Now I want to automate and schedule content. I want to start to post some of that authority content. Okay. Our team uploads new content every single month where we do the research for you. We see what are buyers typing, what are sellers typing for both agents and investors. And if I want to come in here and I want to do a building investor credibility content series, I can click that one there. I can check out some of these in here, and then I can choose which website I want to post it on. And I can just go once per week. And I would suggest posting them on a Wednesday, Thursday, or on a Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. That's when content gets read the most. So let's go ahead and click Wednesday, click add content pack. Guys, our system is automatically now at that point going to schedule that content for you every single week on that Wednesday or on that Tuesday. You can edit the content, you can adjust it, share it on social media. That takes you under 5 minutes a month. Okay. Last thing is video post. So let's say you're wanting to use video posts, and just like Denny did over here with this one here, you can take your YouTube video, and rather than having to write any words, just go ahead and upload it to YouTube from your cell phone or from your desktop. Grab that URL right there, copy and paste it. Okay, copy and paste it, go back into your Carrot account. And what we're going to do is we're just going to go in here and go to posts. We're going to go to posts, and we're going to click add new. Okay. And everybody that gets this package today will get access to this feature. If you're on the core plan right now with Carrot, this is a feature that you don't have access to. And just by going up to Content Pro or Advanced Marketer, like in today's bundle, you're going to be able to get access to this feature, which is going to really help you to stand out and build credibility. You can either write a blog post or do a video post. I'm going to click video post, literally click that to embed that blog post or that in here, click next. Our system's going to yank in the entire video. It's going to yank in your title. You can change the title if you want to make it better. I would just grab like whatever someone actually is going to type into Google, buying farmland in Roseburg, just title it that, like buying farmland in Roseburg. Okay. Farmland in Roseburg. Okay. 5 tips for picking the right farmland, something like that. Okay. And then our system is going to charge you just, this is the exact cost that we are charged from the transcription service. We don't make any money on this. Click this button, bam, within 2 hours, you're going to have an article back for you guys. Share that up on social media. Do one of those a week. That's going to be absolutely crushing it for you. All right, guys. What I didn't walk through is how easy it is to launch a website. You go in there, pick what type of website you want, click it. Within about 10 to 15 seconds, it creates the website for you, and then you're off to the races. You can do what I just showed you. Pick your design, upload your pictures, edit your content, and start to use our marketing tools. All righty, guys. Shamika Fox, she's a real estate agent out of Santa Cruz. She said this. She said, Carrot impacted my business so positively. Carrot has impacted my business so positively. I love the property websites, landing pages, the SEO rankings, blog, and overall design of the site. I love the landing page that I use to drive traffic from ads that I run. And my favorite is to watch the increase in Google rankings with the more relevant content we produce. A really great web host. And there's some really good questions, guys, coming in here. Mariana, great question. Justin, great question. We're going to dive in and answer all those questions here in a bit. So we're going to give you guys, like I said, the same video marketing playbook Shamika is using that is just going to eliminate any of that work for you guys to wonder what type of content should I create and use with that video post feature. And here's the thing, guys, most people won't do this. Like most people won't do any of the work I'm going to be teaching today. Okay, most of you guys won't. And that's the bummer because it requires hard work. It requires that mindset shift. But the ones that will do this are going to be the ones that are going to be looking back in a year. They're going to be looking back in 18 months and 2 years and going, oh my gosh, I'm so glad I made that shift. I'm so glad I made that decision. I'm so glad I made that adjustment. The end result is you're going to have more of the most highly motivated sellers and buyers finding you to help them and not the other way around. Okay, guys. So those are the 3 secrets to attract more of the favorite clients. I'm going to dive in now to the bundle and show you guys how we can actually help you accelerate this process. But secret 1 was the 261 formula for evergreen marketing success. The mindset shift, the really baking into making sure that we're thinking about things correctly. Secret number 2 is why a normal website isn't enough in 2022. How Carter added $20,000 a month in extra profits by shifting from a fancy custom site into an authority hub. Secret number 3 is the 3 simple types of evergreen marketing anyone can do in under 30 minutes a week. And I want to ask you guys this question before we dive in, answer questions. I'm going to give you guys a link to the video marketing playbook. But guys, what was most valuable so far? Was it the mindset shift of evergreen marketing, getting off the hamster wheel? Was it the mindset shift of the authority hub and not making your social media the hub of your content? Because when you post the content on social media, it on average only has a lifespan of 48 to 72 hours, right? It goes away. Was it the focus on getting rid of those phantom expenses with bumping up conversion rates? What was the biggest takeaway you guys have had so far? The thing that's the most valuable, and how would that change things for you when you implement that in the business? Put through the comments box. I'll call out some of them here in a second, and we're going to dive in. So, guys, this was just a micro session of really how to step off the hamster wheel and build evergreen. Now, like I said, we are not proclaiming that evergreen marketing is easy in the short term. Evergreen marketing is easy in the long term. Okay. That's where you just get those best people coming your way. It's really hard in the short term, just like working out or getting healthy again. Okay. Evergreen hamster wheel marketing is hard all the time. It gets easy, quick results, but then it's hard for the next 10, 15 years because you're always on it. So if you're thinking about Carrot and you're like, man, you know what? I really like the idea of evergreen marketing. I like the idea of moving over to an authority hub like Gainer's mentioning, Greg Boehner's mentioning. I really like the idea of getting off the hamster wheel, but I don't want to go out there and like go it alone. I don't want to go out there and hope that I build the right website or hope I hire the right person. I want to go with what's proven. So if you're thinking about Carrot and you're successful offline but have no online presence, guys, we're going to show you guys how to solve that today. And solve it right the first time, okay? If you're online but not consistently generating leads or leads that turn into deals, guys, we're going to show you how to finally get the most motivated leads, okay? And we're going to help you guys do that with Carrot. And if you want to ramp it up, if you're like, I'm already online, I just want to ramp things up, guys, and you don't want to become the SEO or tech or conversion expert. That's why so many of the top investors and agents move over to us from other systems and from custom websites, is because we follow data, not just what we think looks pretty. We want you guys to perform. Okay, guys. So we have a decision here. So there's a couple things that you can do, and I had to make the same decision back when I made the big shift myself in 2011 and 12. Is we can say, I'm going to go through and just trial and error. I'm just going to keep doing the same things I'm doing, and I hope that my result changes, right? Which I think Einstein says that's the definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over again, thinking that the result's going to change. Or you can step into a proven system that can accelerate results for you, which is Carrot. Okay, you can do it the hard way, and this way that I did it, because there wasn't a system like this when before we built Carrot. And it's what I've been forced to do for 10 years until we created this. You come up with the strategy, like what is the website? What should the website say? And how should it look? And how do we actually build something that performs? Then you hire a web person who's minimum going to be $3,000 for someone who has any skill set at all in building something that might be fast and might convert well. Okay. Then you're going to write the content. I wrote the content. You're going to hire someone that's going to be $1,000 to $1,500 to write all the website content the correct way. Okay. And then you're going to hire an SEO firm that's about $1,000 a month. They're going to go through and like rejigger your website, because the web developer probably didn't know what they were doing to make it SEO proficient. And then you're going to keep paying them because they've got to do the work. You're going to buy those WordPress plugins and keep paying them every year. You're going to get web hosting. You can get web hosting for $6 a month, but guys, that's shared hosting. That's hosting that is the lowest quality hosting that you're sharing with tens of thousands of other websites. And if one of those other websites is a bad actor and reduces the speed of the overall system, your speed goes down and your conversion goes down. You don't want cheap web hosting to lose you a deal this year. Okay. So to get good web hosting, it's going to be at least $30 a month at least. So other software, split testing software, then you're going to get hacked by someone from China. That happened to me 4 times with my WordPress sites. Go into Upwork, hire someone to do it. That's before Carrot. And upfront cost is somewhere between $5,000 and $16,000 to do it right. Now, can you get it done cheaper? Heck yeah. Like your cousin Eddie can launch a Wix website way quicker, but that's not apples to apples. How many leads and deals are we going to lose with that website? And that's also going to be hundreds of hours of your time. How much is your time worth? So that's where I want to introduce to you guys the Carrot Evergreen Marketing Platform. And if you're cool with it, I'm going to dive in and make you an offer. I'm going to make you guys an offer, whether you're an existing Carrot customer or you're looking at this going, man, I want to dive in and do this. Okay. Yeah. Laura is saying the automated content would be amazing, guys. That right there is amazing. Can I customize my own images? We have an image editor inside of our system, but yeah, you can customize all the content, all the images, everything in here. You guys can customize. Okay, so let's dive into the Carrot Evergreen Marketing Platform, and I want to show you guys how you can like really accelerate things this year. And it's not for everybody. Okay, if you're not willing to invest into the long term and you're wanting to push a button and have everything done for you with no investment of your own time or money, then this is not for you. Okay, if you value investment in your time and money and you see that you invest $1 and you hope you can get 4 back, amazing. This is for you. This is not for you if you're not willing to make the mindset shift that you have to tough it through the tough times with evergreen marketing, and that you have to get something going that's probably hamster wheel in that time while evergreen marketing is built up. Okay, so what you're going to get is when you invest in today's offer, we're going to give you 4 months of the Advanced Marketer Suite for free, which is the exact same suite, the exact same software that I was showing you that gives you full access to the Advanced Marketer version of the content automation system. It gives you access to our video post system. It gives you access to the premium website designs, all the stats. It gives you access to track more SEO keywords. It gives you access to our campaign tracking links, gives you access to our weekly coaching calls if you want help, gives you access to our onboarding, one-on-one onboarding call, a quarterly strategy call with our team to get you on the right track if you want it. Gives you access to phone support. Guys, this is the tool that is really going to help you get up to speed really quickly. Okay. Now, if you're to go to our website today, and you guys can get this at any time on our website. So if you discover, man, this bundle is just not right for you, amazing. Like we want to work with you when it's the right time for us to work together. But you guys can at any time go to our website and get a Carrot plan. The Advanced Marketer plan is $199 a month. Okay, so if we times 4, that's $897, I believe. That's around that 242,468. It's $797. So we're waiving 4 months of payments, which is $797. You're going to be able to dial in that online marketing strategy, launch the high converting authority hubs. Okay. As an agent, you'll get 1 high performing authority hub. As an investor, you'll get the 3. As an agent, we're going to give you an extra bonus investors don't get, which we're going to waive all of the IDX fees, except for whatever pass-through fee your local MLS charges. We're going to waive all that for you completely for your account, as long as you're in the advanced marketer plan. It's a $500 a year bonus. We'll show you that here in a second. But you're going to be able to get the best SEO and content marketing tools and training. You're going to access the stats, manage your leads. You're going to be able to get rid of a lot of things, guys. Get rid of that low-performing website, coders, designers, tech guys, overpriced consultants. Get rid of the SEO tracking software that's all built in. You can use Google Analytics, but you don't have to. Get rid of copywriters, WordPress plugins, hosting. Guys, the fastest hosting in the industry, according to data, not our data, is here with Carrot, and that helps you to perform better. Get rid of split testing software. We do the testing for our clients and roll out the things as we find things that work better. Get rid of landing page software. It's built into Carrot. Get rid of content writers. Our team writes the content, puts it in for the advanced marketer plan members, and then you get to use it as you want. Get rid of link tracking software, transcription services, lead source tracking, outdated data, SSL certificates. All this is included in the Carrot. And get rid of as many of those darn pesky phantom expenses as we possibly can. All right. With the SEO suite, you'll be able to track the keywords, get the SEO suggestions. We're building in some amazing, amazing things here this year as well on the SEO tools. And you're also going to unlock that content marketing suite we talked about, our video posts feature. You can do unlimited video posts. You just pay the $1.25 a minute for the video, which is the exact cost that we're charged from rev.com for the transcription. Okay. You're going to be able to automate those weekly content pieces, the whole thing, build trust, build authority, and do all that in under 20 minutes a week. Okay. If you guys already have a Carrot account, one thing that I mentioned earlier is this offer is for you as well. You can go to carrot.com/grow if you already have a Carrot account, and then opt in for the upgrade. So we're going to upgrade you to the advanced marketer plan, no matter what plan type you're on. And you're going to unlock all the bonuses I'm going to show here in a second. And we're going to stop your billing for 4 months. We're going to completely pause your billing if you're an existing Carrot customer for 4 full months. And you're going to unlock all the bonuses and get upgraded to advanced marketer. Okay. So there will be no payments for anybody that takes this offer for 4 full months. You get 4 full months baked in. All right, guys. So carrot.com/grow if you're an existing Carrot customer, and carrot.com/plant if you are a new customer wanting to join today. Okay. This is from Tyler. He said, I was honestly nervous about switching over. I'm a full-time agent and investor. My livelihood was based on the #1 SEO ranking I already had with his custom site, and he couldn't lose it. But I made the leap after researching a ton and realized that you're the best, Carrot's the best, and couldn't be happier. I not only retained that #1 ranking, but gained others. Plus my conversion rate went up and my leads doubled. The ROI has been amazing. I'm closing another $30,000 profit deal next week. Guys, how many 10 or 15 or 20 or $30,000 profits would you want to see that makes sense for you to invest a couple $1,000 a year? Okay. Great questions, guys. Keep the questions coming and we'll answer all those questions here in a second. But I want to show you guys Tom. Tom's an agent primarily, but also an investor, but primarily an agent.
I originally got into real estate as an investor. I came out of the corporate world, started buying and flipping. Then we really got into the sales end of it right around 2013. I needed to build a system that was still going to generate enough business without me physically having to be on the phone, or one of our, and our agents too. Listen, I had agents on our team, they get burned out. We ended up transitioning over to another base that allowed us to do it, but it was so cumbersome. It was very time consuming. It didn't have the tools and the platform to really be able to make it an efficient site that we could really manage. It just wasn't working for us. So we kind of abandoned that. And I was receiving emails from an investor here locally in the Atlanta area. And I thought they were great. I was like, oh, these are really good. And he's really consistent with this. And so at the very bottom, I was like, all right, where are these coming from? And it was like powered by Carrot. And I was like, all right, I got to figure out who these Carrot guys are. So I dove in there and I started doing a little bit of research, and your solution just made sense for my size, but I have aspirations to grow. So I felt like you guys really fit with where I was at right now, and still you could provide me that growth long term. You know, we all had heard about SEO and probably didn't spend a lot of time on researching it and really figuring it out, but you really boiled it down and made it really simple. simplistic for us to understand. If you really want to take your business and generate leads and follow-up systems online, you need to have a platform to build it on. This pandemic that we're in has escalated the speed of the need for technology and getting online. So I am so happy that where we're at and being able to stay in front of competition that we have here locally.
Awesome, guys. And that's what it's about, guys. Like I said, keep the questions coming in. There's awesome ones coming in. And that's what it's about, is staying ahead of the competition in this competitive age. Because when we're looking at how do we stand out, how do we stay ahead of competition, we do that, y'all, by actually building more trust and authority, right? If you guys are fundamentally offering the same functional service as the other investor or the other agent, the way that people choose us is trust and authority. And the only way to build authority is with content. The only way. There's no other way to build authority than with content. It's either one-on-one content across the table from somebody where you're showing your expertise and your trust, or you're delivering content in an evergreen 24-hour-a-day format through the internet, which is what we focus in on. Okay, Christina Kudlot, guys, she said, we're closing at least 2 deals a month from the Carrot side. This number has actually grown since then. She said the leads we get from SEO and our Carrot side are consistently the best and most motivated leads. The conversion rate is better than any of our other marketing channels and take less time, energy, and resources to close. We're closing at least 2 deals a month from our Carrot site. And the beautiful thing about these leads that the longer we've had our site, the cheaper the cost gets, guys. She is absolutely crushing it there with this Carrot site here. She's customized it, and now she's in 2 primary markets, some of the most competitive markets in the country, LA and Phoenix, and she's doing really, really well. Was not an SEO expert. She just showed up to the coaching calls that's included in this package. She implemented the system, put her head down, and she finally was able to hang up the phone from cold calling for good. She stopped that completely. Okay. This is designed for agents and investors, guys, wholesalers, flippers, landlords, rent to own, land and note investors, the whole shebang. And what you're going to get in this offer, not only are you going to get the 4 months of Advanced Marketer for free, which is actual waiving of $796 of actual payments. Okay. Taking the $199 times 4, we're going to waive those payments for 4 full months. You're going to get that plan that for free in this package. But we're also going to give you some of our best trainings included in this, because we want to get you guys a quick start. One of the best ones that we have is something we call the Authority Building Challenge. It's our 30-day challenge. And every single month we have a new 30-day challenge that starts. And you go through with a cohort of other investors or agents that are just like you. In the first week, we focus on the mindset shift and the marketing plan. We craft that with you in that first week. There's bite-sized nuggets of homework every single day. If you get behind, no big deal. Just go back and catch up. And then you can communicate with the others in that group as well. Week 2, we're going to launch that Authority Hub and really dial it in. If you've already done that, amazing. Take a little bit of a break or use some of the resources in that to make it better. Week 3 is really building the SEO foundation, get things cranking. Week 4, we dive into paid traffic, and we have a lot of our customers who actually get their first leads from before the 30-day challenge is over from this. So we're going to nail mindset and marketing, optimizing that website, building that Authority Hub foundation, and then showing you guys the first easiest ways to drive traffic. That Authority Building Challenge, you're going to get completely for free. We charge $99 for that every single month. We have hundreds of people go through it. You're going to get tuition for that for free on the next one. If you've already been in the 30-day challenge, amazing. You're going to get another set of tuition. You can go in there and you can go into it, or a team member of yours can. Deanna, who went through this recently, said, just wanted to let you know, I got my first lead after the 30-day challenge. The lead came in on July 4th. I called it right back. And so far, I've just talked to them. It may turn into something. He told me he searched for a local company that buys houses. Well, he found me since I made the personalized changes the 30-day challenge recommended. Thanks, Carrot. Guys, we want that to accelerate the path for you. So you're going to get the 4 months of Advanced Marketer, $796 of payments waived. You're going to get the 30-day challenge tuition. The value is $500. We normally charge $100. You're going to get all that waived. You're also going to get the same training that Brian Rockwell used and hundreds of our other clients have used to be able to get their Google rankings ranked really, really high in Google. This is the best SEO training value in the industry. It's called the 3 lead per day training. Whether you're a brand new beginner at SEO or advanced, we're going to be able to walk you through the process of it. Or if you're like, you know what, I don't want to learn SEO, guys, go give it to somebody that you know. If you have a nephew or a niece who's really techie and they want some work, awesome. Give them this training. Have them log into that, and then have them go and ask our team the questions on the weekly coaching calls. Then you can literally delegate. We're giving you all the resources to delegate this entire thing if you want to. Okay, so Keith Sant said this. This picture was taken out in front of Carrot HQ at one of our Carrot camps. Said, yesterday was my first 3 organic lead day, 2 SEO, 1 Google My Business. Guys, since Keith gave this to me, I can even pull up the text messages. He had his first 5 organic lead day about a month and a half ago. And he's the guy who closes 8 to 10 deals every single month, like clockwork, mostly from organic. That 3 lead per day training paid off. Yesterday is my first 3 organic lead day. 2 SEO leads, 1 Google My Business lead, and 1 buyer lead. I'm so pumped, not slowing down. Guys, he's absolutely crushing it. He went from working 60 to 70 hours a week in his marketing before to now his biggest complaint at the last Carrot camp he was at was he's only working 10 to 15 hours a week, and he's trying to figure out what to do with the rest of the time. All right, guys, that's what we want to do. So 3 lead per day system. It's SEO training, a little bit of PPC training in there as well, and then how to outsource it if you want to outsource it all. We charge $99 all day long for this, sell thousands of them a year. You're going to get this for free. Okay, so you're going to get that. If you want to do hybrid as an investor or agent, or are doing, we're also going to give you a training with 4 of the top hybrid investor agents that we know in our system on exactly how they're doing it, because they're all doing hybrid a little bit differently. Some of them are investor first and then agent. They have their license and they're able to take the leads that aren't motivated and put them onto retail. Some of them are agent first and they're marketing through our motivated seller websites, and they're turning those ones that don't want an offer into retail listings as well. That's what Tyler does. Okay, but you're going to get the training on how they're doing hybrid well. That alone can add 6 figures to your business this year. Okay, that training is $200 value. You're going to get it for free. If you want to have us do some of this work for you or all of it, we're going to be able to give you a discount of 10% off of any service that we perform at Carrot in that marketplace. So if you want us to do what's called the concierge design, which is really dialing in the visual of a website, if you want us to do any of that type of work, you can do it, and we're going to give you 10% off all those services. Okay, that's the hybrid training right there. How Tyler and Jeff are turning trash leads into 6-figure businesses as hybrid agent investors with no competition. Next training in that, here from 2 rockstar dual agent investors on how to adapt to changes and thrive in smaller markets, or both in markets below 250,000 people and crushing it, 6-figure earners, almost 7-figure. Actually, the first guy, Robert, is a 7-figure now. Hybrid model, this right here, Eric Young, thriving in ultra competitive markets on how to do it with PPC. And then Raul Balufe, how to do it if you don't have your license and recruit a person into your agency with a license so you can do that. Guys, amazing models there. So you're going to get all these. You're going to get 4 months of the advanced marketer plan with all the content features, the training, the access to our coaching calls. You're going to get the 30-day challenge to accelerate the process. You go through it or give it to a team member of yours. You're going to get our 3 lead per day training. You go through it or delegate to a team member. You're going to get the hybrid training to really add more income and serve your sellers and buyers better. And then bonuses, the first 20 people today are going to get our actual Google Ads campaign. So if you were to come through and hire us to do this for you in our marketplace, it's going to be about $1,000. Okay. Brendan on our team, who runs all my PPC and runs the PPC for the top clients that we personally work with here directly, he's honed in this campaign over the last 7 years, where he knows every time we go into a new market, it's got all the right keywords, everything. We're going to show you guys how to get access to that today. The first 20 get it, because we don't want to saturate things too deeply with that campaign. And all agents who join through this package are going to get all of your IDX fees, except for whatever pass-through fee that your MLS charges. You're going to get all those waived as long as you're an advanced marketer member in this plan. Okay, so guys, all that's only $1,000. $1,000. So if you add up all the value to it, it's over $7,000 in value. And you guys can get access to everything for $997 today. And then in 4 months, it renews at the advanced marketer price at $199 a month. Okay. If in 4 months you discover, you know what, man, this is great, but I don't want the advanced marketer plan, you guys can downgrade to one of our other plans at any point in time. But for 4 full months, you've got the entire suite unlocked. You've got the video post features. You've got our weekly coaching calls. You've got all those bonuses. You've got the hybrid trainings. You've got our marketplace to tap into to have us do some of the work for you. And you're also going to have 4 full months before any new payments hit to get momentum and to get that paid ad campaign going and to get those first leads coming in. And we have had many people close their first deal in the first 4 months. Now, I'm not going to say that that's normal, right? Brian did it and hundreds of others have done it, but I can say it's possible. when you focus in on making the shift that you guys need to make the shift on. Go to carrot.com/plant, carrot.com/plant. All right, guys, if you're a brand new member, carrot.com/grow. If you're an existing member, okay, we do have a 30-day guarantee. So one thing here at Carrot, guys, like I said, we have thousands and thousands of customers. We've been in business for 8 years or so now, and we're in it for the long haul, y'all. And so we only want to work with you if you truly feel that this can change your business. And so if you get 29 days and 23 hours into the first 30 days and you're like, you know what, I'm just not committed. I'm not committed enough to really follow through on this yet. The timing's not right. Let us know. And we'd be happy to give you a full refund. Okay. If you're like, you know what, I tried it and it's just, I'm just not able to get the focus away from my hamster wheel marketing yet. I'm going to come back in 4 months. Cool. Guys, ask for the refund, come back. But I can tell you that when you dig in and do the work, this system is going to give you the biggest edge in your market to win back more deals. Okay. But guys, this guarantees to protect you and it puts the risk on us. So for the first 20 people, like I said, I just want to reiterate and show you this. And I'll tell you a quick story. First 20 people, when you go to carrot.com/plant as a new member or carrot.com/grow as an existing member, you can just pop over here. And if you're someone wanting to join today, you go here, and if you're an investor, click the investor offer, agent offer. They're both the same price. Okay. This just unlocks the tool set for you based on if you're an agent or an investor. You're going to be able to get the run through on what you're going to get. First 20, get the ad campaign. And then come in here, put in your information, put in their credit card information. There's some FAQ down there. And like we said, after the first 4 months, then it will renew at $199 a month. And then at that point, you can upgrade, downgrade, cancel. We very rarely have any of those cancellations happen. Click place order. Right after that, you'll set up your account. It'll just ask you what your username is going to be, things like that. And then literally within 10 minutes, you guys can have your website launched and live. And then over the next week, as you dive into the authority building challenge, you can customize it or have us do it, things like that. Michael says he's in. I love it. So this right here, guys, can completely change the game for you. Okay. So when we go back to Brian's story, or if we talked about Robert and Ricky up in Eugene, they're some of the hybrid agents. They were making a couple $100,000 a year, or Anthony Beckham, hybrid agent, made a few $100,000 a year in small markets. This works for big markets too. The first thing we always suggest, guys, is to get traffic coming in quickly. Okay. While you're building up that evergreen and getting that momentum over that year using the 261 formula, we always say, get some leads and deals coming in now. And the most predictable way to do that is with Google ads. Okay. Now, a lot of people say Google ads are expensive, but that's all relative because people aren't doing their budgets correctly. Okay. We're doing this series right now called 60 Days to a Deal, where we're literally showed you guys step by step. We showed you exactly how to set up the account. We're showing you guys, we launched in a brand new market. We are putting our own money into a brand new market, showing you how we put up the page, how we're doing the ads, what the ads are. Every other week, we're then showing you the leads that are coming in. We're showing you how we're adjusting the campaign to get it on track, what we're changing on the website to get it on track. And then we're analyzing a Carrot customer's website themselves to show them how their campaign can be better. Now, here's why I'm saying this. Is every single week we show up, people are saying, I closed the deal on PPC. I closed the deal on PPC. This is where you get your quick traffic if you have a budget. Okay. But the next thing is you have to set up the PPC campaign correctly. And most people don't. The biggest issue that we find on those calls is they don't have their campaign set up correctly. This is going to set your campaign up correctly for you. You'll join this. The first 20 will get this bonus. You're going to get a page with the video in a file. Watch the video from Brendan on my team that shows you how to use this and upload it to your Google ad campaign. Take the file, upload it to your Google ad campaign, and magically all of our ads will appear in your account. All of our ads, all the keywords that produce the right leads, the best deals, it's all going to be in there. Okay, guys, that's $1,000 bonus that you're going to get. The first 20 who join are going to get that bonus. All right, we haven't hit the 20 yet, so there's still some room in there. Carrot.com/plant. All right, guys, so you're going to get all that, including those bonuses. Total value $7,436 of real value, $796 of actual waived payments. And here's a question: how many leads and deals, like I said before, guys, are you okay with losing this year from underperformance? And this is the big problem that we set out to solve with Carrot. As we said, people know that they need to, people know that they need to go through and have a website, right? People know they need to get online. But I think the biggest issue that we saw was people don't really realize how to actually get performance from the internet. And we really pioneered that in the investor space for sellers. And we've taken it into the agent space the last 3 years as well and seen great results. So how many leads and deals are you okay with losing this year from underperformance because you haven't made the choice to solve that and get rid of that phantom expense? Is it one deal? Is it 5? Is it 10? Is it $200,000 a year in lost profits like Carter Steph had because he had the wrong website? All right, we're a bit different, guys. I want you to do your research. I'm not going to sell you on emotion. I'm not going to do that. I want you to do your research. Look up on Bigger Pockets. See what system is dominating in Google search results for motivated sellers. Go with the proof, not the hype, y'all. Okay? Go with the proven system that's been around for years and that still is the top performing in the industry. We focus on performance and amazing customer experience. That's what pumps us up. We want to put more money in your pockets, and we're continually innovating. We have some crazy, crazy cool features coming out, guys, that are awesome, and that I think you guys are gonna be really, really pumped up. Awesome. We've got a new person, Keller Williams. Amazing. Welcome on in. And guys, keep asking the question. We'll answer them here in a second. So we want to welcome you guys into the Carrot community. There were thousands strong, and we're not just about closing more deals. Like, honestly, if you look at our core values as a company, go to our about page and look at our core values. I want us to be a beacon of positivity and possibility in your life. I want every interaction you have with Carrot to leave you going, oh my gosh, like that made my day. And I want you guys now to be that same beacon of positivity and possibility for those people around you. I want you guys to solve problems for your sellers and buyers better than anyone else in your market so you can change the reputation of the real estate industry. I want you guys to step in and finally bring your families into your business and make it so your business isn't owning your family. I want you to have more time and more freedom so you can show up to your house with your full energy at home rather than your crumbs at your house. Your families are getting your crumbs potentially. We want your family to get your best. And the way that we get that is by finally stepping off of that darn marketing hamster wheel. It's going to be hard work this year, y'all. We're going to be in it. We're going to be in it together. It's going to be hard work. But when you get there, like Keith and like Ricky and like Anthony and like Rockwell and like Tyler and like thousands of other customers, you're going to start to get that momentum. The real question is it worth investing a few minutes of your time to check it out, guys? Set up your site, get in there, get started. You have 29 days and 23 hours to make the decision, get and make 10 times your investment back this year when you close your first deal. 10x your investment back, guys, because these deals have higher profit. They close more quickly and easily. Carrot.com/plant. If you're a new member, dive in there. Now you have two choices, y'all. The first choice that we have with any change like this, and that is what I'm asking you to do, because we have to fundamentally shift the way that we're doing marketing if we want to win our time back and get consistency and win in our markets. We can't market the same way that we've always marketed. Okay, we have one option. We have the first option is to do nothing and don't take this leap of faith, which is risk-free, right? That's always an option. But we always have to ask the question is, if I want my future to change in a year or two, what is going to change now? Like, something has to change now in order for your business to change in a year or two. Right? You can't get to that business you want to be in if you don't change something that is keeping you where you are now. And so the second option is just jump in and get started. Like Carrot.com/plant for new members, Carrot.com/grow for existing members. 4 full months of the advanced marketer plan, no payments for 4 months. The payments start in 4 months after that at $199 a month. And it gives you 4 full months of I'm investing, I'm going to get momentum with this puppy, and we're going to make this thing happen together. We're going to invest into you guys big time during this journey. Okay, guys, once again, Carrot.com/plant, Carrot.com/grow. You'll launch your first site. Once you log in, it's going to look something like this. You choose from investor sites or agent sites, depending on which subscription you got at the start. And then you're going to pick what type of site you want to launch. If you're an investor, I'd highly suggest getting a motivated house seller site set up, and then probably a cash buyer site. So you can start to bring in a lot of cash buyer leads like this one here, okay? I think I can even pop into the back end of this. Is Bo actually sells a lot of his deals over to hedge funds, and the vast majority of his hedge funds guys found him through Google search. Like, he didn't seek out these hedge funds. The hedge funds went to Google and typed up a phrase like wholesale, properties, Louisville or something like that, okay? They typed up something like that. And then he launched his Carrot site. He did some basic work. Then he's ranking #1 in Google right here organically on his site. That's how the hedge funds came to him. They found him. Okay, so launch any of those types of sites you want. Then implement our marketing plan, track and analyze and close your leads into deals. Okay, guys, $9.97 today. $199 a month in 4 months, care.com/plant, 100% money back guarantee. The first 20 are going to be able to get our motivated seller Google Ads campaign. It's a real $1,000 bonus. And we can't do more than we're offering here because we don't want hundreds of people every month using this, starting this campaign. So we're trickling it out 20 every single time we do this. We do this workshop, which isn't often. So guys, let's dive in and answer some questions right now. I'm going to give you guys this link right here. Care.com/video-marketing-playbook. There might be a fancier, simpler URL that our team can send through. But if you guys want to dive in, awesome. Welcome, Justin. Laura, you didn't get that video. Well, shoot, we'll get you hooked up, Laura, for sure. Amazing. Great, guys. This is cool. I've got some good questions coming in. So I want you guys to go here, care.com/video-marketing-playbook. Okay. If you go here, you guys can download our entire video marketing playbook. And there's one for agents and one for investors, I'm pretty sure. And so this is going to be that 52 weeks worth of video content ideas. Okay. We're going to give you one idea every week and just carve out in your schedule, guys, like carve out 20 minutes a week. Okay. For this part of it at the start, after that, it'll be less than that. Look at it and then pick up the phone when you're at a location and record. Now, someone asked earlier, do you record vertically or horizontally? It depends on where you're going to post the video. If you're going to post a video up on YouTube and then put it on the Carrot through the video post, those all should be horizontal. Okay. Because YouTube is a horizontal format. If you're going to be posting these on Instagram or something like that, then that's where vertical comes in. So any organic Google search type of stuff is always horizontal format. All right, guys. Yeah, I'm going to answer that question from the existing customers here in a second. All right, guys. So grab that right there, guys. And then I'm going to go back to this page here and answer questions. All righty. What's up, Kay? Kay McHairston. I'm currently an advanced marketer member, subscriber. What am I missing? With this package here is this. So normally on an advanced marketer plan at our existing rates, it's $199 a month, which that by itself is still a crazy bargain. And either way, as an advanced marketer member, you're going to pay those four payments for the next 4 months, right? So if you're at $199 a month, that's $199 times 4, which is $796, I think it was, or $798, one of the two. Okay, so either way, you're already going to invest that $796 or $798 into your business through Carrot. Now with this package, you can pay $997 today, so kind of like accelerate those payments. We pause your billing for 4 full months. So basically, we're just saying accelerate some of those payments you're already going to pay us. We're going to pause your billing for 4 full months, so waiving $798 in payments for you. And then we're going to unlock all these bonuses. So we're going to give you the 30-day challenge. We're going to give you our 3 lead per day training. We're going to give you our hybrid training if that's something you want to step into. We're going to give you the $1.2 million Google Ads campaign, which by itself is a $1,000 bonus. We put $399, but that's way understating it. And so you're going to unlock, well over $1,000 in bonuses by paying $997 today. And the net cost for you is only a couple $100. It's whatever $997 minus $798 is. So it's like a couple $100 net extra cost for you over and above what you have already paid over those 4 months, and you unlock all the bonuses. If you already have all those bonuses or don't want them, no big deal, right? No big deal at all. But it's probably the best deal possible for someone who's already on the advanced marketer plan, because you would already be making those payments. It's just a couple $100 more, and you're going to get all the bonuses. Oscar, what if we have the advanced marketer legacy plan? Great question, man. So what we're going to do with that one is, if you're already on the advanced marketer legacy, we're going to have to work with you probably through support. We can totally do you there as well. You're going to be able to stay on that legacy plan, and you'll unlock these bonuses. It'll still be the same $997. So same $997. We're going to pause your billing for the same 4 months. Okay. So all that's going to happen, you're going to unlock the same bonuses. What's going to happen is our team is just going to ensure that you're still on the legacy plan after that. Okay. So you won't be losing anything there. All right. Awesome. Aaron, great question, man. So Aaron says, is there an online user group like Facebook or something like that? Dude, I'm so pumped you asked this question. So there are some user groups on Facebook that are kind of self-organized by our customers that are really, really active, that have hundreds and hundreds of our customers in there. And then the 30-day challenge does have a spot where people can engage in, ask questions, answer other people's questions during the 30-day challenge. After the challenge goes away, that community goes away for that cohort. But one thing that we are stepping into very, very soon is an amazingly excited thing that we're going to be rolling out community. And if it might already be out by the time you guys really dig in and leverage the system fully. But there is going to be a full Carrot community baked into here. And if it's not already there, so dive in, guys. And the reason I say if it's not already there is by the time you actually dig in and execute things, it's very, very imminent. So we're pumped about that. Great questions, guys. Okay, cool. Team on our end, if you guys can jot this down as a note. If there is a upsell, guys, there for 3 per day, you guys already have it. So just say no to that. You already get that for free. But on our team, if there's any way to remove that for webinar people, amazing. If not, guys, just pass it. Say no to it because you already get it for free. Amazing. Life Liberty, Lisa. What's up? What's up, Lisa? Says, can it be broken up into 3 payments? With this particular offer right here, Lisa, this one we don't. And the main reason is because I typed in the wrong URL there. The main reason, Lisa, with this is because all of the bonuses that we release and the onboarding and all that kind of, all the extra stuff, we have to include it in that package so we can kind of liquidate some of that cost ourselves up front. So it's a little bit of a trade-off. Over here, this is kind of if you're in a spot where you want to pay payments, what I would highly suggest is just come in here to our normal pricing page and then pop over here and pick one of these plans. See the advanced marketer plan. Buy Our Data has the happiest customers, and Buy Our Data, on average, advanced marketer members generate more leads. Buy Our Data. So this is the plan that everyone in this package gets. But this right here, the Content Pro plan, is also very, very popular. If you're an agent, over here, there's the 2 plans. Because and then this one over here includes IDX for you. Okay, so dive in over there. That's where the payment plan would come in. But for this particular offer, we don't have one available. Great question, though. Thank you. Amazing. Let's see. If anyone is seeing an error, it looks like it's working really well for a bunch of people. So connect with my team, or if my team can connect with anyone seeing an error, you guys can always go down to the live chat box in the bottom right of the page you're watching this on and just connect with our support team and say, hey, I'm trying to join through here, and they'll get you guys taken care of. Okay. B asks a really good question. It says, does each person choose their own website name, or do you help do that for them? So yeah, you get to choose your website name. And I'm wondering if you're meaning like domain name as an example. So with Carrot, we add as much flexibility as we possibly can for you to keep you within our high converting framework. So you bring in your own domain name from wherever you want to bring it in from. Okay. FAR Group Northwest, they brought theirs in probably from GoDaddy or something like that. And then when you log in, you can do all the work yourself, which is what most of our clients do. Upload your logo, things like that. What the FAR Group did was the FAR Group went through our system called, or our service called the concierge system. And we have some of our clients like FAR Group and other ones as well that are engaging in a new plan that we have called the Authority Leader plan, which is our highest level plan. It's just under $1,000 a month, which is really for people that want the really high level help. They really want a dedicated account rep. You want us to like write the content for you on a quarterly basis, like all those location pages. We do that for you on a quarterly basis. It's for people that want to remove the Powered by Carrot at the bottom. It's for the people that want to have like basically a VA or a dedicated account rep, that if you want anything changed on your website, you just ping our team member and they'll get all of it changed for you. It includes so much more. We'll redesign your website every single year, included in that plan for you to stay fresh on the cutting edge there. So if anyone's interested in the Authority Leader plan, ping our support team and we'll get you guys the right link to it. But this here, they hired our concierge team to do the customization for them. But most of our clients do the customization themselves. They did the customization themselves here. They did it themselves here. Most of our clients do it that way. Really good question. But yeah, you would bring your own domain name, and then you can engage us for extra help as much as you want to. Let's see. Is it Yao? I'm going to go dive into your question, man. So let's see your question here. Cool. Laura's question here, and I will get up there to your question up there earlier. Yao, Laura's question: how do Carrot sites stand out from other Carrot sites in our area? So the biggest thing is, guys, with Carrot, you will see that there's a structure that is familiar that a lot of the other website systems in the industry have copied over the years. Okay. There's a structure that's familiar because it's what converts. So if I were to shrink this down to mobile, this is pretty much what your website's going to look like on mobile. And it's going to convert really, really great. Okay. And so those things are going to be uniform across the Carrot clients based on the design in our system that you use. Now, what you do to stand out is you use your own photos, you use your own logo, you dive in and bring in your credibility. You bring in your credibility here. You update some of your content to stand out and kind of tell your story a little bit. You know, swap in some of your photos. Tell stories of your testimonials from your clients. These are all things that are the actual things that matter to stand out, which is the content and the context. Your credibility is what matters to stand out the most. Your story is what matters to stand out the most. And then localize with some of the photos. Okay. So there will be a good number of people in each market, but it doesn't matter because you're already giving yourself an edge by using the highest performing tool, because now you're operating at that with that same advantage versus having a disadvantage. And now you can then take it, build upon our high converting framework to building your credibility. We have a lot of examples we can show you guys to show you guys, kind of what that may look like and how different you guys can really make them look. I'd be happy to show some examples at the end here. And that's where we have to all choose. We have to choose, how much of the work do you want to do yourself in that first 2 months versus how much of the work do you want to hire out? Okay. This is a mobile home site. This one here looks pretty darn solid. They're doing a great job through that. Let me kind of pick a couple others here. This one here is a website that a client of ours customized themselves. And this one would take more customizations for sure. It's decently custom work. This is not what your Carrot site's going to look like out of the box, but I just want to show you guys that this is possible. Let me show you one that's probably more Carrot out of the box with a little bit of customizations. This one here is one of our premium designs that you guys will be able to get access to inside of the Advanced Marketer Plan. It's an investor up in Boston, Somerville. And this is pretty much like they added this section here with his big, amazing picture. They added some credibility. I mean, this is not too far off from what a stock site would look like other than the branding and credibility. Then he added in his testimonials, brought in that credibility, good about page, things like that. But this is something we can do if you want to hire us for it. They hired our concierge team to do this as well. Your choice on how much of the work you want to do versus how much you want to buy back your time. Let's see. Yeah. So this question here, I answered it and hopefully this answered it for you. I'm already an advanced marketer. Remember, how do I get the offer? And are the $199 fees waived also for 3 websites? How do I bring in Google My Business in? Awesome question. So yes, if you're already a Carrot customer, you take this offer. It's $997 today. We will waive all of your next 4 months of payments. So that's just automatically going to happen. Okay. We're going to stop your payments for 4 full months. Then it'll restart at the $199 a month in 4 months and you'll unlock all these bonuses. Yep. Great question. Justin, guys, there's some good questions in here. It says, do you guys have a CRM inside of Carrot? And do you recommend a particular CRM that integrates well for agents? Guys, we're not going to be able to get to all questions today, but I'm going to answer as many as I can because these are pretty common questions as well. So we don't have a full CRM. We have what we call the lead manager, like I was showing. So if I were to pop in to the back end of this, you can manage leads in a basic way. Okay, so we'll pop one over here, leads. A lead comes in, you're going to get a text message. You can tap that text message and see, call the person. You can tap it and take it inside of your Carrot account. But the leads are going to come in here and you can filter them through. We're going to move this to follow up or, whatever it is. I can move it to pending. Now, these don't trigger emails. They don't trigger things like that. We really focus on being the best at the online lead generation side of things. And then we let you integrate with other tools. So you can go under settings under here. I think it is, or it might be under content, but you can integrate with other tools in here as well, guys. So yeah, you can integrate with Zapier. You can integrate with lots of tools. Investor Fuse is a really popular one that a lot of our clients use, and we really like a lot on the investor side of things. Really good question. Let's see. Yes, Omni. Like I said, hit up the chat box in the bottom right, and there's going to be a spot there that you guys can connect with someone from our sales team, and you can schedule a call. And let me see here. I'm just going to go to the pricing page there. That will get you to one of our sales reps. I'm going to see if I can find a direct link if anyone did have any questions. But pop through the live chat box. Say, I'm on the webinar with Trevor. I'd love to hop on with a sales rep can I get on with sales rep and ask some questions here? And we'll get you taken care of. Great question. Other industries, really good question. I mean, we have people literally using this for all kinds of stuff. So my parents have different businesses. I know, guys, this workshop is lasting a long time, and I'll be on here for another 15 minutes or so. I'll answer questions, guys. I want to invest into you. We go to carrot.com/plant if you want to join new. Those 20 spots are filling up quick. There are still a few spots left in that 20. And guys, here's the deal. Okay, $997 is not going to change my life whatsoever. Okay, an extra $1,000 in my bank account will not change my life. It won't change my lifestyle. I won't do anything with it other than probably hire more people to serve you guys. Okay, guys, that will not change my life. But what I want to ask you guys is, will this investment potentially change yours? Will it potentially change the course of your business, like as with so many of our customers? And so as we're getting close to filling up those 20, you have the risk 100% money back guarantee, risk-free purchase, 30 days. Check it out. If it's not right for you, let us know. But we want to invest into you guys. So dive into that. But let me show you a couple things here. Okay, so my parents' business is an equipment rental business, and I just use Carrot honestly because it just works better for SEO and it's simpler. Now, are you going to use Carrot because everything is designed better? No, we optimize things for performance. Like, you can make a website that looks far prettier than this, right? But it works really well. It completely crushes the website they had before, and so you can build out all the forms and all this kind of stuff. So yeah, this is built with Carrot, guys. Just using our visual editor, and they get leads every single week of people wanting to rent equipment from them. We have people using this for HVAC. We have people using it I use it for Airbnb. So in running Y townhomes for rent, that's a resort here in Oregon that we have a vacation home. You have people paying for ads up here. Okay, they're paying for ads right up here, and then down here you have the actual resort. Guys, I haven't done anything other than launch this website, use our tools. The first actual website that is ranking in here organically for the entire resort is my Carrot site. Behind it is Kayak. Behind it is my actual VRBO. This is my listing. Behind that is my Airbnb listing. Guys, I own 1, 2, 3 of the top 10 results, and everything else on page 1 is the actual resort or Kayak or Booking.com or Zillow. I own the rest. So yeah, that's fully done with Carrot. And I just customize it in there, and it works really, really good. Is this the fanciest, prettiest site in the world? Heck no, but it works. It works, right? That's what we focus on. Cool. Let me bounce back. I'll answer 2 more questions, guys. Let me see if I missed one. There's one that someone asked earlier. And yeah, there we go. Cool. Hopefully I'm saying this right. Is it Jao Lucina? What if I already have a brand new website just launched? Man, that's a really good question. I mean, I think we would have to see the website to be able to give you guidance on it. But at the end of the day, it kind of goes back to phantom expenses. So Carter, Steph, with Oklahoma, the Oklahoma City buyers, so many of our other customers moved over from custom websites. Tyler Ford had a custom website, and the question is there's this dichotomy of something in psychology called a sunk cost, right? If I have a sunk cost, meaning I already invested this money in, there's this psychology principle that we oftentimes will not remove ourselves from that thing because we have a sunk cost already. Let's say it's a car that is just broken down and we've already put a bunch of money into that car, and you're like, oh my gosh, I've already put so much money into fixing this car, I can't sell it now. But guys, what if you're going to continue to put a bunch of money into that car that's broken versus taking that money that you would put into it into something else that's newer, that's going to get you from point A to point B better, faster, easier, whatever it is. And we have to eliminate diving deeper into sunk costs that are not leading us in the right direction. And that's one of those things. If there is a sunk cost in a new website and it's going to potentially lose you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 deals this year from underperformance, then it's actually going to be way cheaper to move over to a high performing tool that's going to win back those leads and deals. Like I said with Carter, if he would have kept waiting from his $8,000 custom site to move over, he would have lost $20,000 every single month and lost deals because his website wasn't performing the way that it should. So he ran for, I think, is 3 to 4 years with that other site. Assuming those same numbers held true, it was over $200,000 a year he was losing. His business is a multi-million-dollar business. So it was over $200,000 a year he was losing. Add that up over 3 years, $600,000 in lost profits from a sunk cost that he had in an existing site. So yeah, I can't tell you for sure. I can tell you that make sure it's focused on performance, and we'd be happy to look at it. So if you wanted to send through the URL, I'd be happy to look at it and give any feedback and advice on it. And I'll be truthful. I'll be like, if you honestly are already in a really good spot and that website's dialed in and it's loading really fast, you put it through a page speed tool, it's loading fast and it's got the right conversion elements, I'll tell you, dude, I'll say, awesome, stick where you are. And I've told so many customers, I've steered people away from Carrot where I'm like, I mean, we can help you and it could probably give you some bump in results, but I don't know, just keep it there for a bit and then move over when you're ready. Let's answer 2 more questions and then we will dive in. Yeah, so there's some technical questions in here about Zapier and things like that. So I can't specifically answer that fully. I'm 99% sure, Aaron, that you can pass over whatever the heck you want to pass over through Zapier as long as the tool on the other end can accept it. So our clients use Zapier all the time to send to Podio, to send to this tool, that tool, this tool, that tool. And they're using it really, really effectively. So maybe hit up our support team in that chat box on the right, and they'd be able to really answer that question really, really well for you. Okay. Yep. Awesome question. Getting our suggested drips or follow-up training for you after you generate leads. We have some amazing content out there on how to build better follow-up. And we're actually going to create a whole series of content here very soon on how to build better follow-up as well. All righty, guys. Let's see. I'll answer one more question. And yeah, if it's asking you if you want the 3 lead per day training, guys, that's probably a mistake on our end. So just click no, you get it for free. Click no, and you've got that. Amazing, cool. All right, guys. Right here, yeah, Oscar, amazing way to answer that. Laura said, does the Carrot system explain how to get the accredited business? I noticed that a lot of Carrot sites. Yeah, that's a Better Business Bureau thing. It does work really, really well. We found in our testing and from clients that it actually does increase conversion rate. So even though it's I think it's a few $100 a year thing, I don't like paying the Better Business Bureau thing, but we've had clients specifically in the investor side marketing to motivated house sellers because the demographics of 50 plus really look at and trust BBB really well. Demographics of, let's say, under 40 really look at Google reviews, Yelp, Facebook reviews and stuff like that a lot more than BBB. And so if your demographic is 50 plus, BBB matters and it'll definitely give you a good ROI. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it. My voice is almost out and I'm probably behind and late on a meeting right now as it is. Y'all, I love you guys. This is the stuff that gives me energy and you guys are troopers. You guys are almost 3 hours into this workshop, about 45 minutes longer than I expected. But I kind of go into some areas sometimes teaching. I get passionate about some stuff, and that's what you guys will see when you get into the fold here at Carrot. We want to see you guys win. Okay, guys, we want to see you guys win. And I want to see so many of you guys coming to Carrot Camp. I want to see so many case studies coming out of people on this training today where you come back in a year, 2, 3 years, and you show up to a Carrot Camp and you go, you know what, this transformed my life. And I know that sounds weird, and that sounds like hocus pocus stuff that this website company is talking about changing your life. Guys, that is the main reason I'm in business, is because this is my tool. This is my vehicle. This business is my vehicle to be able to get in front of amazing people like you, to change an industry, but also to shift people away from the trap that I was in, that I walked through earlier. I want to get you guys out of a business that traps you like I was in for 6 years. I want to get you guys out of a business that doesn't have a predictable, consistent future like I was in for 6 years. I want to get you guys out of that into predictable, consistent, momentum building, working with the best clients who are seeking you out, investing into a marketing method that's only growing over the years, not shrinking. It's not going away. Okay, guys? And investing into a marketing method that actually builds trust, builds credibility, does not remove trust and credibility like so many other marketing methods. We want to change your lives, guys. And I want to see you guys build businesses that you then report, just like Adam and Lance, just like Ricky and Robert up north, just like so many of our other clients, where they say, you know what, we're at a spot now where we've invested back into our communities. We've started a nonprofit, or we've invested and volunteered at nonprofits. We're hiring people and we're helping to create great jobs for people. That's why I do what I do. And I'm pumped to be able to be here with you guys. All right, guys. So carrot.com/plant. Dive in with us. We'd love to see you on the other side. And if you have any questions, hit up our team. Like I said, the first 20 to join are going to get the Google pay-per-click campaign, our $1.2 million ad campaign. You can also get it if you want to outside of this package. It would be about $1,000 by itself to have us upload it for you. Or you can get it included in this for free for the first 20. And there's still some spots in here in the first 20. All right, guys, have an amazing rest of the week. Love y'all. Carrot.com/plant. If you're coming in new, Carrot.com/grow. If you're an existing Carrot customer, you want to upgrade 4 full months, no payments, renews at $199 a month. After that, unlock all of the training bonuses, unlock the 10% off the marketplace if you want help, unlock the hybrid training, unlock the ads campaign, our ads campaign. If you're the first 20, unlock free IDX, eliminating monthly fees for agents completely in this plan as a part of the package. All right, guys, we'll talk soon. Have an amazing rest of the week. Hector, as soon as I hit end on this, YouTube is going to do its thing. Then you'll be able to go back and dive in with it. All right, guys, amazing. Where the video item, we went through that already right here. So carrot.com/video-marketing-playbook. I showed that, I think it was about 30 to 45 minutes ago, but dive into right there. carrot.com/video-marketing-playbook. And that gives you 52 weeks of video marketing ideas for the entire year. All right, guys, we love y'all. Have an amazing rest of the week. See ya.